When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle. When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle. When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle. When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle. When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle. When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle. When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle. When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle. When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle. When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle. When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle. When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle. When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle. When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle.
Yung ginawa naming adjustment is yung mas in-improve namin yung depensa namin sa individual defense and yung mga lapses namin, yung kalaban namin sila may mga hindi pa namin na perfect yung defense namin masyado, so mas nakafocus kami ngayon sa individual defense namin. So ngayon okay naman kami, ni-enjoy naman namin yung pag-stay namin dito and nakafocus talaga kami sa laro namin bukas para kasi twice to beat yung kalaban, so kailangan namin mag-hard work talaga. Binigyan kami ng 2 days na preparation para paghandaan sila. Halos lahat naman sila kasi, di ba, kilala naman natin yung iba doon na galing sa pro. So, pag nakakalaban ka ng mga professional na kalaban, di ba? So, mas makakompete ka sa kanila kasi may mga matututunan ka sa kanila eh.
Siguro yung mga positive na ginawa namin nung game namin against kanila na nanalo kami, idadalhin lang namin ulit. Tapos medyo mas sharp dapat kami sa game sa quarterfinals kasi mas malaki na yung pinaglalabanan dun eh. Mas malaki na yung at stake eh. So yun lang, siguro i-lessen namin yung mistakes namin. Yung team kasi namin parang naging family na din eh. So medyo magaan yung stay namin dito dahil nag-enjoy kami lahat eh. Tsaka almost 2 years din na wala yung basketball sa amin, kaya sobrang laking bagay sa amin ito. Kahit pagod na yung katawan namin, yung yung isip namin tsaka yung puso namin gusto pa rin maglaro. Sa Davao, syempre si Kuya Bonbon kasi bata pa ako napapanood ko si Kuya Bonbon tapos ngayon naglalaro kami ng same court, nakalaban ko pa siya. So medyo nabuboost yung energy ko doon kasi yun nga, growing up pinapanood ko eh. Same mindset naman sa kahit sa team, kahit sa lugar, kahit anong league yung lalaroan na kailangan mo lang talaga bigay yung best mo. Kung ano yung hingin na role sa'yo, kung ano yung demand ng team sa'yo, kailangan mo ibigay kasi yun yung job mo as a player.
As we are about to begin the quarterfinals, this is the facade of the Subic Gym. Dito po sa Olongapo, Zambales, and the action inside. Malapit na po magsimula itong ating day 2 of the quarterfinals. Ito po si Noel Zarate, kasama po si Eman Cabiles. And itong dalawang kupunan na maglalaban, the number 2 seed, the Davao Occidental Tigers, taking on the number 7 seed, Burlington EOG. Davao po enjoying a twice-to-beat advantage dito sa kanilang matchup. And later on, we will have the matchup between the number 3 seed, the San Juan Knights, go for gold, at itong kupunan ng Medical Depot. So many stories to share here today, Eman.
Oh, yes. And what's interesting here, but first we look at the playoff bracket on the other side. No, AICC has locked down the semifinals berth, no? At naghihintay pa rin sila kung sino mananalo sa series ng Nueva Ecija Best Friend ng Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors. Meanwhile, sa kabilang side naman, ito nga yung interesting dito. Davao Occidental Tigers and San Juan Knights go for gold. Both have twice to beat advantage sa kanilang mga respective series. Pero sa eliminations, natalo na sila ng EOG Sports and Medical Depot.
Yes, that's the interesting part. Of course, we segue to this first game. Itong Davao Occidental Tigers, Coco Life taking on Burlington EOG Sports. At itong matchup na ito will be preceded by an interview with our very own Ken Pangilinan with the coaches ng respective squads, Coach Matt Macalintal para dito sa Davao Occidental Tigers and Coach Britt Roma para sa Burlington EOG Sports.
Thank you, Noel. So kasama ko ngayon yung dalawang coaches na magtatapat ngayong hapon. Uunahin ko na ngayon si Coach Matt Macalintal. So Coach Matt, you've had 3 days of rest, di ba? Last game nyo nung November 13 pa. So kumusta yung kondisyon ng mga players and how did you make sure na sharp pa rin sila going into this game?
Well, it was a good thing that we had a break because we were kind of burned out already. But syempre, even when we had a light practice, we were like talking about what the game plan is and like more of like mental ang we focused on our mental state.
And Coach, of course, kalaban nyo na nga si Coach Britt Roma and the Burlington EOG Sports. Last week lang, nagharap kayo. You lost by a slim margin. So what makes them a tough matchup for you?
Yeah, because well, they have some young people who really pressure a lot. So, and they're very well coached. That's why we told our players now we have to be on point if we want to get this game. Because yun nga, natalo na kami, so we can't take them for granted.
Thank you, Coach Matt. So, kabilang dako naman, Burlington EOG Sports Coach, Britt Roma. So, Coach Britt, kapansin-pansin na minamanage mo yung minutes ng players mo throughout the elimination round. So, kumusta naman yung condition ng mga players mo ngayon?
Well, again, as what Coach Matt said, it's really good for us. We have a 2 days break after our last game. So, managing our minutes is really important because we're a pressuring team. So, we need to be better in terms of being consistent defensively, offensively, doing things inside the court because this is a playoff time.
And Coach, nanalo ka na sa NCAA Juniors, sa CISAFI, ngayon sa Filbasket. What would it take for you to extend the series?
Well, I think siguro, again, what I'm talking about is the consistency for both us because Davao is a well-coached team. It's a very deep and talented team. So, we really need to be consistent and they're a very veteran team than us. So, that every possession and every details is very important for us and counts for us matter most.
So, narinig nyo na yung dalawang coaches natin. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Ken Pangilinan. Alam naman natin, right before that interview, nagbibiruan pa yung dalawang coaches na yan. But of course, everything is now parked. Back to business na tayo ngayon. Mag-talk about itong kupunan ng Burlington EOG Sports. When they defeated itong Davao Occidental Tigers last November 10, these were the numbers. Yan po yung resulta natin, 7-point win for Burlington.
Davao Occidental Tigers only shot 27.3% from the field. Hindi rin naman ganun kataas yung ginawa ng Burlington EOG Sports. Pero ang difference dito, rebounds and second chance points. Mas maraming chances ang Burlington EOG Sports as they hustled towards the end game in that game.
Yeah.
And that got them the victory. Dito sa points in the paint, kahit mas mataas pa rin yung Davao Occidental Tigers, 42-36. Pero yun nga, during the end game, they were out-hustled by Burlington EOG Sports.
It was just a bunch of aggression being shown there by Burlington EOG Sports. Look at the 9 out of 27. In fact, they had 11 more field goal attempts. Hindi lang po nakikita dyan, but they had 11 more field goal attempts than one of the top rebounding teams in the league. So that will be boding well for them moving forward dito. At napag-usapan nga natin yung mga ibang players dyan. Ito si Robby Celiz was the only guy in double figures for Davao. James Castro led the way para dito sa kupunan ng Burlington. Alan Santos actually had a pretty good performance there. Despite only 6 points, he did hold in 7 rebounds. Ang problema dito, Billy Ray Robles only held down to just 8 points dun sa laban na yon. At alam naman natin what Billy Ray Robles can do. This guy can score in double figures all the time.
Also, medyo non-factor doon si Bonbon Custodio, Jerwin Gaco, Chris Lalata, Irvin Palencia, and
John
si
Wilson.
Mark Balagtas. John Wilson only had 5 points there, Noel.
Para naman sa Burlington EOG Sports, of course, ito si Enoch Valdez. Looking at the plus-minus dito, their 2 leading scores was a +9. Enoch Valdez went 0 for 7 from the field, but was a +8 because he had, 13 rebounds in that game.
13 rebounds, yes. Enoch Valdez, the man from Mangatarem, Pangasinan, no? Always hustling. Every time na pinapasok siya ni Coach Britter Roma, hindi tumitigil ng kilos yan. And he showed that in the last game, getting all those loose balls, getting the rebounds against basically the bigger front line of Davao Occidental Tigers.
And of course, James Castro was their leading scorer there with 19 points. Pero ito nga, si Ken Pangilinan was able to catch up naman with itong leading scorer ng Davao Occidental Tigers in the loss. Itong si Robby Celiz at itong si Byron Villarias, one of their top scorers as well. So let's send it back to Ken.
Thank you, Noel. So kanina yung mga coaches kasama natin. Ngayon naman, yung mga manlalaro ang kakausapin ko. Unahin ko na si Robby Celiz. So Robby, quality minutes ka whether you start or come off the bench. Ano ba yung mindset mo always coming into the game?
Wala. Sabi lang naman ni coach sa akin, just play my game and work hard every game. So either I start or off the bench. Mayon, I give my 110% every game lang.
At yun na nga, Burlington EOG Sports yung kalaban nyo for today's matchup. Na yun nga, natalo kayo nung November 11 rather. So ano bang may motivation ba si coach sa inyo para makuha itong panalo na ito?
Well, syempre, simple lang. Kailangan namin bumawi and hindi kami pwedeng magkumpiyansa, hindi kami pwedeng mag-relax. So, hopefully, makuha namin itong panalo.
Sa kabilang dako naman, Byron Villarias of Burlington EOG Sports. So, Byron, kapansin-pansin na minamanage yung minutes mo. May isang game nga, hindi ka talaga naglaro. So, kamusta yung condition mo going into this matchup?
Ngayon siguro medyo okay naman ako ngayon. Ready ako ngayon sa game na to. Kailangan namin manalo ngayon sa araw na to.
Yun na nga, at para manalo, yun na nga, Davao yung kalaban mo. So, ano sa tingin niyo yung kailangan yung gawin para ma-duplicate yung panalo nyo ng elimination round against them?
Siguro stick to the system. Sundin lang namin yung mga sinasabi ni coach sa amin. Tiwala sa isa't isa at gawin lang namin yung nakaraang na game namin para makuha namin yung panalo ngayon.
So kita-kita, handa na yung mga players. Kayo ba mga ka-Filbasket, handa na? Back to you guys.
Again, thank you very much, Ken Pangilinan. Let's take a look at the comparative stats ng dalawang koponan heading in to this quarterfinal matchup. Sa puntos, hindi nagkakalayo. But again, the rebounding ng Burlington EOG is actually superior kontra sa Davao.
That is right. Yung long and lean players ng Burlington EOG plus the gang rebounding system na ini-implement ni Coach Britt dito working para sa kanila, no? And dun sa dalawang players kanina, Noel, parehong Negrense, parehong Migo yun, parehong galing Negros.
That's right. And itong three-point shooting also favoring Burlington EOG Sports. That's primarily because of itong Byron Villarias. And he has been tearing it apart dito. Ang problema nga lang, itong kuponan ng Davao Occidental Tigers has a 3-day rest. Burlington EOG had a 2-day rest. At natalo nga nitong Burlington EOG in Davao nung kanilang unang outing. Can they replicate that and do what Santa Lucia did yesterday sa kuponan ng Nueva Ecija Best Friend? Extend the series to a knockout match tomorrow. Malalaman po natin yan as we tip it off dito. Davao Occidental Tigers, Coco Live with a twice-to-beat advantage kontra sa Burlington EOG Sports. Let's send it now to Ken Pangilinan for the introduction of the starters.
Mga ka-Filbasket, mabuhay! This is the Filipino Basketball League quarterfinals. Welcome to day 21 of the 2021 Filbasket Subic Championship, presented by Coco Life. Today we have a doubleheader, starting off with our match featuring the number 2 seed Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life versus the number 7 seed Burlington EOG Sports. First, the starting 5 for the one team who has the twice to beat advantage, your Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life. At guard, 6 feet from the University of the East, number 0, Paulo Hubalde. Also at guard, 6'2", from Jose Rizal University, number 4, John Wilson. At center, 6'4", from Lyceum of the Philippines University, number 15, Alan Santos. At forward, 6 feet from Northern Iloilo Polytechnic State College, number 25, Billy Ray Robles. And at the other forward, 6'4", from National University, number 8, Robby Celiz. Their coach is Matt Makalintal. And now the starting 5 for the team looking to stay alive and force a rubber match. Your Burlington EOG Sports. At forward, 6'3", from West Negros, number 19, John Nermal. Also at forward, 6'2", from Philippine Merchant Maritime School, number 32, Brian Hilario. At center, 6'4", from the University of Manila, number 21, Ronnie Matias. At guard, 5'11", from Iris, number 13, James Castro. And at the other guard, 6 feet, from Jose Rizal University, number 15, Byron Villarias. Their coach is Brit Roma.
And now our starters brought to us by TM Easy Surf 99.
Para sa Davao Occidental Tigers, at center si Alan Santos as usual. Forwards natin, Billy Ray Robles and Robby Celiz. Then the guards, Paulo Hubalde and John Wilson. Meanwhile, sa Burlington EOG Sports, you got Ronnie Matias manning the middle, Brian Hilario and John Nermal sa forwards, James Castro and Byron Villarias ang kanilang mga guards.
That is a surprise starter right there. Ito si Brian Hilario out of the Philippine Merchant Marine School. So usually comes in place in the fourth quarter. Ngayon, first quarter pa lamang gagamitin na siya. We are underway here in the second quarterfinals matchup brought to us by TikTok. At wala pa tayong ilang segundo, John Wilson already scores.
A good start para dito kay John Wilson. Meanwhile, you were talking about Brian Hilario. Siya yung napili namin na best player ng last game nila against FST Makati Army.
And he actually led the way despite the fact na 4 na manlalaro para sa kupunan ng Burlington EOG did not suit up. Here's Ronnie Matias for 3.
Wow.
Not quite sure if he has that corner 3 in his arsenal, pero yun na nga, unti-unti nang bumabalik ang conditioning ni Ronnie Matias, and now he is starting.
At pinakita niya doon sa'yo na he has that in his arsenal.
He got the 2 former PBA players para dito sa kupunan ng Burlington EOG starting side by side today with Byron Villarias, pati na rin itong si Ronnie Matias. Unproductive effort there coming from Robby Celiz. So 3-2 po ang ating score. At ito, naalala nga natin as we take a look at this once again. Quick swing around to Ronnie Matias. Ginawang free throw yung corner 3 na yan. The last time na nakita itong dalawang kupunan na to, it was really more of aggression on both ends ang pinakita rito ng Burlington EOG Sports. Matias sa kabila naman. And the rebound picked up now by the veteran Paulo Hubalde. Over now to Robby Celiz, the former ALA players trying to hook up. And one more time around para dito sa kupunan ng Davao Occidental Tigers. This looked like a very formidable team on paper. Of course, after defeating after defeating AICC Manila in opening day, akala natin wala na tatalo rito.
Oo. And then all throughout the elimination, lalo na sa kanilang last 3 losses ng Davao Occidental Tigers, we see yung issue nila na kung saan nagre-relax sila towards the end game. Doon sa mga games na yun, they were leading mostly. And then pag nag-run na yung kalaban, patapos na yung laban, nagre-relax naman sila.
Right. Yun na nga yung nagiging problema for Davao actually.
Right.
They rely on their firepower too much. They found it in Robby Celiz in terms of the consistency. Pero the guys that you expect to come up in the end game, katulad nila John Wilson, Billy Ray Robles, sometimes even Bonbon Custodio, all of those were absent in the last outing they had against Burlington EOG.
Yes. Meanwhile, Noel, look at the trust by Coach Brito Roma dito kay Brian Hilario.
Yeah.
Siya pa talagang pinapatao kay Robby Celiz, which, as you said, the most consistent amongst the Tigers.
Well, you can call probably Brian Hilario a mini Chito Loizaga for that matter. As we have a miss on the layup, John Wilson on the follow-up. He has 4 points in the first quarter. He only scored 5 points in the entire game against Burlington EOG last November 10.
And look at those veterans running. Una, Paulo Hubalde, then the trail by John Wilson. No? So they're feeling good. Yung tatlong araw na pahinga, kitang-kita na napabuti itong mga Tigers.
You got 4 ex-pros in the lineup, starting lineup para dito sa kupunan ng Davao Occidental Tigers. The only non-ex-pro is Alan Santos out of Lyceum, and they force another turnover. However, Matias able to get it back. John Nermal, three-pointer is good. That's another kid who needs to get it going, coming out of West Negros College. As we thank our friends from Coco Life, our official partner here in the Filbasket Subic Championship.
John Nermal in the last game, laban dito sa Tigers, he had 8 points, 4 out of 11 shooting. He's been very steady para dito sa Burlington EOG Sports.
James Castro trying to run the fast break once again. Ronnie Matias nagulat doon sa pasa, another turnover, and there's gonna be a foul in the backcourt against Castro. At paalala po sa lahat ng mga Filbasket fans natin, mga ka-Filbasket, meron tayong konting promo na gagawin dito ngayon, just to get you guys involved.
Ayan.
Hulaan nyo po kung sino ang itatanghal namin ni Eman na best player of the game, or Coco Life best player of the game, and whoever gets it right will win 500 grab points. Hatid sa atin yan nitong Grab Kitchen. Use the hashtag GrabKitchen500 sa paghula nyo kung sino yung best player of the game natin. You have until the end of the third quarter to submit your entry. So tutok lang po kayo rito. John Wilson staying aggressive, pero wala yung kanyang follow-up that time. We're still tied at 6.
Aggressive is right, no? Parang ngayon ko lang nakita si John Wilson na ganito ka-active.
Yeah, Robles hits the deck. Hubalde says clear out, he's okay. As John Nermal helps him up. Brian Hilario again did not know that there was somebody behind him, kaya napabagsak itong si Billy Ray Robles. So nothing malicious about that coming from the former PMMS Mariner.
And of course, Ilonggo Superman, talagang lumilipad dyan.
Ay naman, oo.
At kaya rin niyang bumagsak.
Well, Robles able to evade. Ito yung dalawang taga-Negros, ha? Isa pala taga-Iloilo, isa taga-Bacolod. That's gonna be a foul now. Offensive foul on Billy Ray Robles, the guy from Iloilo. Kalaban niya yung taga-Bacolod. Sa West Negros College naman ang galing itong si John Nermal, and you can see why he was called for the offensive foul.
Mainit pa naman ang rivalry ng Iloilo and Bacolod, lalo na sa football.
Ay, kahit na sa NBA dati.
Oh, yeah.
Iloilo Mega Balls, kakalabanin niyo yung Negros Slashers, di ba?
Oo.
Three-pointer on its way. That is the second one now for John Nermal. All of the field goals para sa Burlington EOG have come from beyond the arc.
Off to a good start from beyond the arc dito ng Burlington EOG.
They shot 9 of 27 the first time these two teams met. Only 4 3-pointers made naman para sa Davao in that loss. Less than 6 minutes remaining. Nice cut by Robles, and he gets it to go, plus the foul.
Billy Ray Robles, sabi, there are other ways to get the three-point play.
You're right. Nice pass here coming from Alan Santos, one of the more underrated passers that we have dito sa ating liga.
He actually has 2 assists now.
Yeah.
Alan Santos, no? Getting his teammates involved, lalo na sa loob.
It is now 9-8. Hindi nabuo yung three-point play that time. Pick and roll action. Hilario gets it out. Byron Villarias, another three-pointer for Burlington EOG. They have 4 here in the first quarter. As we thank our friends from the Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority and the Central Luzon Regional Task Force.
Burlington EOG lighting it up from beyond the arc.
Wilson gustong bumawi. Hindi pa rin nagawa. Hubalde for the rebound and the follow-up.
The veteran Paulo Hubalde, alam niya kung saan siya puposisyon after that missed shot ng kanyang teammate.
Paulo Hubalde, of course, out of the University of the East. Ang kanyang tatay, dating MVP ng PBA.
Oh, yes.
Na si Freddy Hubalde. In the meantime, Villarias can't get it to go. Kanya naman mga pinsan ang mga naglarong Villarias sa PBA. Si Vernie at saka si Vic Villarias. Nice cut here coming from Robles. And Billy Ray can't get it to go from close range. Normal running the break. Wanting to attack, lost the ball. Another turnover here for Burlington EOG. Ubalde, drop pass to Celiz. And the former San Miguel Alab Pilipinas teammates conniving that time.
Nothing much Brian Hilario can do in that play. You know? Dalawang ano yun. And look at the Aquaman. He is pumped.
Galing po sa dagat yung supalpal na ginawa rito ni Paulo Ubalde. And he timed that perfectly.
Tumama pa kay James Castro yung bola going out. So the ball goes back to Davao Occidental Tigers.
Pasensya na kayo, minsan lang po siya magkaroon ng supalpal. That's why he really celebrated that time. But we are still tied at 12. Interesting first quarter we're seeing right now.
Yes.
Entry pass broken up. Here comes Castro. Quick pass now to Kenneth Villapando, seeing his first action. Off the bench, tira kagad ng tres. Enoch Valdez is also in. Coming off that 12-rebound performance the last time these two teams met.
Right. Actually, 13, Noel, no?
13, you're right.
Kanina, muntikan na naman niyang makuha yung first rebound niya. However, lumabas yung ball para sa Tigers.
Well, si Enoch Valdez naman in their last outing against the FSD Makati Army scored 17 points.
17 points yan.
So talaga, I was telling si Javi, the last time I saw somebody wear number 2 na Valdez, puro MVP na papanalunan. Kaya lang nasa bahay ni Kuya na ngayon eh. Si Eliza Valdez naman yun.
Oo nga, number 2 rin pala si Eliza.
Number 2 Valdez, di ba?
Yes.
Baka ano yun, fan ni Eliza siguro ito. Si
mas gusto ko yung buhok ni Enoch.
Pero doon pa rin ako sa hataw, sa talon ng Eliza.
Ay, grabe. Grabe yun.
Marco Balagtas will see his first action. Robby Celiz has had a quiet first quarter so far. He will take a seat. Still tied at 12.
So bumalik na yung, pinasok na yung mga energy players ng Davao Occidental Tigers. Talking about Gab Dagangon, Eman Calo, si Alwin Alday na lang, no?
Well, the same thing para dito sa kupunan ng Burlington EOG.
Right.
Neljun Saldana, Alvin Baitiong, you do have Enoch Valdez. Pati itong si Renzo Navarro, former Batang Gilas member.
So the chess match continues dito kay Coach Matt and Coach Britt.
And Matt Makalintal will say whatever he wants about, Britt Roma will say whatever he wants about Matt Makalintal having a well-coached team. Pero lamang sa coaching dito si Britt Roma in terms of experience, because this is actually Matt Makalintal's first head coaching assignment.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Total rebounds natin, Davao up by 2 in that department. Up by 3 right now as Bonbon Custodio sees his first action of the game, and he's immediately double-teamed. Kalo ngayon, Alan Santos still among the starters, and Alan Santos on the penetration plus the foul.
And the Tigers bench goes wild.
That is Machete in motion.
Galing sa labas na labas si Alan Santos. Look at this, the crossover.
And our TikTok move of the game. I think he will like the Machete tag. Yan, tingnan mo, sigaw pa niya.
The primal tribal scream ni Alan Santos after that N1 play. No?
And naubos tuloy energy to sa free throw. But now the lead belongs to the Davao Occidental Tigers. Coco Life, Valdez being watched by Dagangon, and that's going to be a foul on Gab.
So the reach around was called first before the extension of the arm by Enoch.
Eto na, Gakonatics rejoice! As Alan Santos will be lifted now by Jerwin Gako, the oldest player we have in this competition. He's turning 41. He doesn't look a day over 40. And, si Enoch, we kid Jerwin, but he's really a very nice guy.
Oh, yes. I love it when he last made a three-point basket, no? And then the shutdown motion a la Lebron.
Pwedeng pwedeng mabigyan ng Hall of Fame award yan si Jerwin Gako because of his performance. He's one of the legends of the Philippine Basketball League. Natin. When he won all those championships with Harbor Center, 7 championships yun.
Wow. Meanwhile, both teams dito, Noel, no, talagang very aggressive starting of the ball game. And more notable dito sa Tigers because even their elder statesmen, takbo ng takbo at bangga ng bangga.
That's the adjustment that they have to make. They were incredibly out-hustled nung kanilang laban last November 10 when they lost by 7 points. Ang dami nagulat nun. Penalty situation na ngayon para sa Davao Occidental Tigers. As ito ngayon, you want energy, you want speed? Stay cool tayo with Irvin Palencia. These free throws are brought to us by Wilson, the official basketball of the Filbasket Subic Championship. Neljon Saldana. Yan, part of the Energizer gang para dito kay Coach Bitra Roma, and I believe there's going to be a warning on Davao. Yun na, nagre-reklamo daw si Bonbon. I think Bonbon was replaced by Irvin Palencia. So as he left, may pinulong siya sa referee na sweet nothings. Saldana splits the free throws. Gako fighting for it. It stays, however, with the green shirts.
And that is what Jerwin Gako does. Oh, check that. Hindi pala napunta sa kanila yung bola.
Hindi napunta, pero good effort na rin para kay Gako. Less than 3 minutes remaining. Dito sa ating first quarter. And it's poked away Dagangon, and a foul is going to be called on Saldana. So Gap Dagangon can get his gun calibrated early from the free throw line. Oh, they call it offensive, so hindi siya loose ball foul.
Okay. Gap Dagangon, nung last na nakita sila ng Burlington EOG Sports, only scored 5 points in 15 minutes, no?
I think they're pleading that it was a loose ball foul, and sa aking tingin, it looked like it was a loose ball foul. Right. So they may have to confer. That cannot be an offensive foul because there was no possession at the time.
Yes. At that time, si Saldana nakahiga na sa floor and the ball was loose.
But they say it was an offensive foul. Okay.
Okay.
So nakalusot doon si Coach Prit. Because if you don't have possession of the ball and a foul is committed, then that should be a loose ball foul. Hence, free throws dapat. Yan ang pinaglalaban dito ng Davao. But they stick with the call of that being an offensive foul.
Irvin Palencia, that one half of Fast and the Furious Reborn ng Davao. Yung kalahati si Alwin Alday.
Mamaya makikita natin si Alday who's been hitting big shot after big shot. Balagtas. Can't get that one to go. Dagangon recovers once again. Entry pass. That was supposed to be for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But he has retired.
Ang layo nung apelido ng Balagtas kay Jabbar.
Kareem Abdul Balagtas.
Layo.
Hindi rin.
Di bagay.
So ito ngayon, 14-13. Turnover stories. Both teams with 6 turnovers right now, but more free throws coming up now for Neljon Saldana. Then Gab Dagangon committing 2 fouls on Saldana so far.
Neljon Saldana, his first trip to the line, only made 1 out of 2.
Talaga the reach in. Kitang-kita doon at naunahan na naman si Dagangon na Saldana actually was 1 of 2 earlier. So 1 of 3 na ngayon.
Oo nga, 1 of 2. Ngayon 1 of 3 na.
Yeah. Look at Coach Bitra Roma, of course, on your screens. Umupo na rin dito yan as an analyst.
Oh, yes.
You gave up your slot for him.
Siyempre, si Coach Brit pa. And you know what he said kanina? Tinanong ko, Coach, baka gusto mo ulit mag-analyst. Sabi niya, bukas. Ay, hindi pala pwede bukas. May laro pa kami.
Nako. Confidence.
Positive thinking.
Confidence. Yan sinasabi ni Rolando Blackman bago niya tinira yung mga free throws during the 1987 NBA All-Star Game to send the game into overtime. With no time remaining. Confidence. Yun ang ginasigaw niya nun. And a foul is going to be called here on J. Mark Malyari. So ngayon, Irvin Palencia getting a chance to get to the free throw line. When this guy was playing for Gino Manansala and the St. Clair Saints, turumpo po ito.
Hanggang
si
ngayon
Irvin
naman.
Palencia. Mr. Ankle Breaker talaga tawag namin dyan.
Grabe. Hanggang ngayon naman. At yun nga, kasama niya na yung Furious dun sa kanilang tandem. Alwin Alday now in the game para sa Tigers.
So ito ngayon, bumalik na ang abante sa kupunan ng Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life in a very tight and low-scoring first quarter, where both teams have shown a lot of aggression but not much in terms of offense. In fact, itong kupunan ng Burlington EOG Sports has yet to make a 2-point field goal in this quarter.
Oo nga.
They have 4 threes and 2 free throws.
They're actually doing a Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors the other day, no? Na mas maraming tinira sa 3 kaysa sa 2.
But you gotta credit also Coach Bong de la Cruz and the Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors. Came out with a perfect game plan and won by 20 yesterday.
Yes.
Against itong Nueva Ecija best friend to extend their series to a do or die tomorrow. Will there be another game? Will there be 3 games tomorrow? Malalaman natin as we go along today. Less than 2 minutes to go dito po sa ating first quarter. Nice cut here by Jerwin Gako. And the former De La Salle University star gets his first 2 points of the game. Here's Valdez going to Malyari. Alvin Baitiong, unang hawak sa opensa rito. Humihingi si Valdez, ilalabas muna. Nice ball movement once again for Burlington EOG Sports. And three-pointer number 5 for Burlington EOG. In the meantime, Marco Balagtas able to get away.
So yung safety sa fast break na si Enzo Navarro, he was the one who shot the three. Hindi niya na inabutan si Balagtas tuloy.
And Malyari finally gives Burlington EOG their first 2-point field goal of this first quarter. Imagine that, 5 3-point makes, and that was just your first 2-point field goal. Lead is down to 1 for Davao. Less than a minute to go here in the first. Palencia wanting to run the pick and roll. Aangat, Balagtas, catch and shoot 3. That is way short. And the rebound picked up once again by Burlington EOG. Here is Malyari, Kangkarot. Offensive foul. And Aldwin Alday agrees.
Of course. Alvin Alday, kahit hindi pa set yung feet niya, Malyari lowered the shoulder very clearly there.
Yeah, talagang rampaging.
Yes, yun, that's the correct word for it, rampaging.
And JJ Mendez is going to see his first action of the game. JP Maguliano also in for the first time. So Coach Britt, if other teams have a very limited rotation, Coach Britt uses all of them.
Oh, yes.
Palencia against Mendez.
At yun nga, yung rotation ni Coach Britt, no, kahit sino ipasok mo, parang pareho lang din. Except of course for Byron and James Castro.
Oh, that is just a lucky break there for Jerwin Gacko. That was supposed to go out of bounds, but he recovered, and he will earn it from the line. Foul on Baitiong.
Second personal now para kay Alvin Baitiong. And yun nga, the ball just went through Baitiong, regardless of how wide he is.
The scope of work in the career of a Jerwin Gacko is really phenomenal. No, former LaSalle player, as we mentioned, 7 straight championships with Harbor Center in the PBL, won a few championships in the PBA as well, as a member of the Pure Foods franchise. Tapos naging journeyman, and he is now a mentor to all of these youngsters dito sa Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life.
Mahababa Wikipedia page itong si Jerwin Gacko.
Yeah, he's earned it. So 22-19 after the Gacko free throws. .30 seconds to go sa ating first quarter. Ito na yung pressure ng Davao, nakakagulat. And they're gonna have the center bring it down.
Yeah.
Etong si JP Maguliano. Naitawid naman ni Maguliano. Good ball handling.
Right.
And he still has the ball. Gets it over now to Malyari who elects to drive. Malyari on the floater almost. At naisahan niya doon si Marco Balagtas.
Yes, J-Mark Malyari. The fake and then the drive. So far, si J-Mark Malyari lang talagang uma-attempt, no?
Right.
From the 2-point area.
This is one of your Orlan Wamar type players. Itong si J-Mark Malyari. He's got 14.7 seconds remaining dito sa ating first quarter. Another player na naalala ko rito, dating malalaro naman ng Letran, si John Paul Pryor. Kung naalala nyo po yon. Exactly the same in terms of the speed. Mas hefty nga lang ito.
Mas hefty pa si J-Mark.
Mga ganyan, mga unbuilt na mga basketball players na point guard. Sila si Lino Cruz, mga ganyan.
Yes.
We're gonna have another sub as Jetro Sombero is gonna see his first action of the game. Papalitan naman itong si Alvin Baitiong. So a chance for Davao to get the final shot of this first quarter.
And between Jetro Sombero, Enoch Valdez, and Kenneth Villapando, sila yung mga yung mga long arms of the law ni Coach Britt Roma.
Oh, Villapando's a long guy, that's for sure. Alday, they have to get it across first, they do. Alday on the attack. Alday, floater is good. They still have time. 1 second, they gotta put it up. No, they don't. So the Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life able to hang on to, or able to create a 3-point lead heading into the second quarter. 24-21 po ang ating score. And again, this game started out with the veterans ditong kupunan ng Davao Occidental Tigers getting involved early. John Wilson, pati na rin si Paulo Hubaldi also had a defensive gem, but 5 3-pointers made para naman dito sa kupunan ng Burlington EOG before they got their first 2-point field goal. And even the guys like the veteran, itong si Byron Villas, getting it done para dito sa Burlington EOG Sports.
greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle.
Babad na babad ang second unit para dito sa kupunan ng Davao Occidental Tigers. They are still on the floor to begin the second. Noel Zarate pa rin po kasama si Eman Cabiles, 24-21. Quarterfinal game between the Tigers and Burlington EOG Sports. Of course, Davao holding a twice-to-beat advantage as the number 2 seed. Should they win here today, they will advance to the semifinal. Second quarter, hatid po sa atin ng Grab Food. And speaking of Grab Food, guys, sino na tingin nyo mananalo ng ating Coco Life Best Player of the Game? You have until the end of the third quarter para mahulaan kung sino yung ating Coco Life Best Player of the Game. As we take a look at some field goal numbers, only 2 misses para sa Davao Occidental Tigers.
Wow.
In the first quarter. Hindi natin napansin yun. But going back to this, use the hashtag GrabKitchen500 so you can get a chance to win 500 grab points kung mahulaan nyo po kung sinong aming best player of the game. You have until the end of the third quarter to state your predictions. You were saying about that, yeah.
Right, 2 misses nga lang ang Davao Occidental Tigers. Wow, grabe yung field goal percentage sila, no?
Pero dikit yung kalaban natin.
50%. And that is because of the 3-point shooting nitong Burlington EOG Sports. They shot 5 out of 10 from beyond the arc. Meanwhile, 0 out of 2 naman ang Tigers.
So ito, puro fast break si Davao. Si Burlington EOG, puro tres naman.
Yes.
That's why we have a close game here. Just a 3-point lead para dito sa Davao Occidental Tigers. Cut here. Coming from Villarias. Tries to get it back to Enoch Valdez. And there is somebody who held Enoch Valdez. May push pang kasama yon. Eman Calo will be the guilty party. So unang foul yan para dito kay Eman Calo. Immediately 2 team fouls para sa Davao. May kita natin. Naiwan naman ni Enoch talaga yung bola. But somebody had pushed him. Kaya niya naiwan yung bola.
Oo nga. Eman Calo going out now. Sandali pala siya nakakapaglaro dito. Noong last game nila, Eman Calo only made 3 points. 10 minutes siya naglaro.
Well, Billy Ray Robles is back in para dito sa Davao. Valdez for 3. Wala. Rebound picked up by Villarias, and Byron gets it inside. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Everybody crashing the boards, and this will go the way of Davao.
Look at those arms and elbows inside.
Pag elbows yan, Jerwin Gaco yun.
Pero ang natawagan is Jethro Sombero.
Ganyan ka-crafty ito si Jerwin Gaco. Nakalusot na naman. Take a look at this again. Look at that. Battling for the rebound. Yan ay Siko. Yan ay Siko. Back to live action. A foul here on the drive. That's Enoch Valdez. Si Jerwin Gaco has been guarding imports before. So walang problema sa kanya. Naahampas siya sa mukha pa minsan-minsan.
Enoch Valdez almost had a good block there. Inaabot lang niya ng konti yung wrist nitong si Jerwin.
So Valdez will take a seat. Nermal will return. Robby Celiz, who was quiet in the first quarter, will replace Balagtas. Maganda ang balasa ngayon ng tao para kay Coach Matt Makalintal. Yung kay Coach Britt, we cannot keep pace with it because he is really shuffling his guys.
Yes, and yun nga, at 3 araw nakapagpahinga itong Davao Occidental Tigers. They look fresh.
Well, that helps a team that's loaded with veterans.
Yes,
you got 6 former PBA players on this team. And it will really help them recuperate. Sinasabi nga ni John Wilson okay na yung humataw ka, pero yung recovery time mo as you get older
dapat
takes
mahaba-haba.
longer.
Yes. Meron pa naman silang dalawang quadrenya? No. dalawang 40 plus.
40 something.
Yes, 40 something.
Baka magalit sa atin si Bonbon, di siya kasama doon. 39 pala kasi si Bonbon. A miss from the outside. The lead is 4 ngayon para dito sa Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life. In the first half of that game that they had last November 10th kontra sa Burlington EOG, lamang pang Davao noon.
Oh yes. The first half niyon, the half ended 36-27.
Yeah.
9 points yung lead ng Davao against Burlington. Tapos nung third, umabot pa ng 13 yung lamang nila.
Right. Ito ang traveling because nagbubble ng bola itong si Robby Celiz.
So nung tumaas na ng 13 yung lamang ng Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life nung last game nila versus Burlington Sports EOG, nung third quarter, they were outscored bigla 25-12 nitong EOG Sports.
Well, yeah, that can start right now. They don't have to wait till the third quarter as JP Maguliano gets his first 2 points of the game.
That is right. And ang key dun sa last game na in the third quarter was the 8 turnovers forced
Yan.
by Burlington EOG Sports against the Tigers.
Gaco has it stripped. Good hands para dito kay Mendez. Gets it across. Transition 3. Villarias. Good! The 6th three-pointer of the game para dito sa koponan ng Burlington EOG Sports. And look at the scoreboard now. 26-25. Lumamang na po ang charges ni Coach Brit Roma coming off this turnover. And a great assist pass papunta rito kay Byron Villarias, hitting his second 3 of the game. We have a timeout, and our timeout is brought to us by Stig Roasters. And back with us here, there is Commissioner Jai Reyes, who is just enjoying his Gatorade as he takes in this very, very exciting game. I'm surprised at the pace, and I'm surprised at the efficiency ng dalawang koponan here, Herman.
That is right. Kanina, we were talking about their last game, no? Yun nga, no third quarter yung difference noon para sa Burlington EOG Sports kung saan sila lumamang. Pero no fourth quarter, dikit yung laban.
Yes.
And then, bandang huli, naubusan kaagad ng timeouts ang Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life when yung end game was close.
That's right. And that's again, no knock on Matt Macalintala sa coaches. Itong si John Wilson is able to score. But that is part of the inexperience, of course, of being a head coach. He called his final timeout as Wilson now has 6 in the game with still over 3 minutes remaining in the game.
That is correct. 3 minutes pa.
So ngayon, to si John Wilson, who only scored 5 points in that loss, is up to 6 points ngayon. He has yet to miss from the field. Tignan natin if he can continue it from the free throw line, brought to us by him, Wilson, the official ball of the Filbasket Subic Championship. Ang tagal na natin dito, bumibenta pa rin yan, ha?
Sa kanya yun, eh.
Siya yung bola, siya na nga yung nakakashoot parate.
And that is why siguro hindi pa siya nagmimintis dito sa laro na to.
That's right.
No?
3 of 3 from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Nermal already with a 3-pointer. Actually, 2 3-pointers already in the game. Maguliano was bothered by the defense that time, able to save it. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Castro for 3. And it's picked up by Wilson. Coming up on 7 minutes to go dito po sa ating first half. The starters are back para dito sa Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life. Wilson tries to split the defense. Lalabas dito kay Santos. Wilson for 3. And he continues to sizzle.
John Wilson.
10 points in the game for John Wilson, the former MPBL MVP, regular season and finals MVP as well. And he is still spotless in this game. 5-point lead now para sa Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life. And our timeout brought to us by Stig Roasters.
Look at greatness. There is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle.
Back with us here at the Subic Bay Gym. I will correct myself, John Wilson may isang mintis na pala dito sa ballgame na to. But nevertheless, he's shooting 4 out of 5 so far from the field. 1 out of 1 from 3-point range. I believe, no, yung mintis niya pala was a 3-pointer earlier. So 1 out of 2 from 3-point range, 1 out of 1 from the free throw line. 10 points in very efficient minutes para dito for the former JRU heavy bomber and a former NCAA MVP is John Nermal. Will miss coming off the timeout by Britney Roma. A chance now for Davao to open their biggest lead of the game. Wilson on the drop pass inside. Santos hesitates and he got bothered by the defense. Last touch pa rito itong si Alan Santos.
That is right. Very good defensive stance there by Ronnie Matias. Kasama mo pa si Jethro Sombero, no? Ang hahaba nito.
Well, Ronnie Matias did get the start today, hit a three-pointer. As we thank our friends from the Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority and the Central Luzon Regional Task Force for all their help here. John Nermal's got 3 3-pointers in the game, Eman.
Wow, John Nermal waxing hot para dito sa Burlington EOG Sports.
And that lead is down to just 2 with 6 minutes to go dito sa ating second quarter. And the craftiness of the veteran, the 4-0, Paulo Hubalde. As we see John Nermal naiwan talaga straight away 3. That should be no problem for the former West Negros College product. Another guy who came out of West Negros College, as I said before, Noy Baclao. Pero syempre hindi na sila nagkaabot nun. As Paulo Hubalde out of the University of the East.
Paulo Hubalde, kanina meron siyang mintis na open layup, no? During a fast break. Pero the veteran will get his points one way or another.
Well, he misses on the second. The lead is up to 3 once again. Villarreal set shot 3. And skying for the rebound, Billy Ray Robles.
Lucky break there para sa Tigers.
Salam.
Momentarily open si Byron Villarreal.
You're right. Salamat sa mga kaibigan natin sa Coco Life, our official partner here in the Filbasket Subic Championship. And John Wilson acknowledges. This is rare,
right,
that John Wilson will acknowledge the foul.
Usually, dinadaan niya sa yung innocent face niya. Ako?
Ito, papogian pa sila rito ni Byron Villarreal. The 2 JRU heavy bombers.
Oh, right.
Yan. 32-29 po ang ating score. Davao still hanging on to a 3-point lead. Enoch Valdez back in ngayon. They need the energy from this kid. Villarreal escapes. Matias, extra pass sa gilid. James Castro all day.
Oh.
James Castro all day. I've lost count of how many 3-pointers already na na-shoot nitong Burlington EOG, but we have a tight score here, Eman.
That is right. There's a question mo. 7 out of 16 na sa 3-point area.
That's still good.
Yes,
yeah.
it is.
Robles, former Rain or Shine player, comes up empty. Here comes Nermal, defying Billy Ray. Wow, that would have been a highlight.
Right. Aerial battle between Nermal and Taylonga Superman, Billy Ray Robles.
Nagsabong sa himpapawid.
Talpakan.
Yan. There was contact no matter how slight it is. Tandaan natin, we are going with the letter of the rule.
Right.
Kasi yung mga iba minsan, pag maninipis, hindi na dati tinatawag to allow physicality. But in this league, and Commissioner Jai Reyes has pointed this out, we are going for the letter of the rule. Manipis na kung manipis, basta consistent.
If it's a foul, it's a foul.
Yeah. Nermal can't get the first free throw. The second one could give them the lead once again.
Right. Nermal has 9 points now. Puro 3 nang galing yun.
And he misses on 2. Castro. And Celiz secures. And you gotta love it if you're Robby Celiz. You're not being counted on to score so much because everybody else is doing it for you.
That is right. And pagdating na ng endgame, dyan,
Pwede.
si Robby Celiz, inaasahan ng Tigers.
Gab Dagangon offline. Castro pushing it up once again. Gets it to Nermal on the sidestep. Villarreal, nice fake. Villarreal bothered by the returning defense of Gab Dagangon.
Right, good defense there by Gab Dagangon after his flyby. No? Nakabalik pa rin siya to bother that shot by Byron.
Tied at 32. Very entertaining matchup that we're having here for our first quarterfinal match. Tandaan po natin, mamaya naman po. San Juan Knights go for gold, taking on Medical Depot. And you don't want to miss that one either.
Oh, hindi. Of course, andun yung ating league leader sa MVP,
That's
si Simon
right.
Camacho.
Let's see if he can pull off 2 dunks again like he did the last time. A miss from the outside by Dagangon. He has been struggling so far in this game. Castro gets it to Villarreal, taking transition 3. Ikot muna sila. Nice cut by Enoch Valdez. Better defense coming from Robby Celiz. And here comes Paulo Hubalde, the Aquaman, looking for some fish. Nice pass inside. Celiz, hang time.
I thought he would have found a whale there. Ang ganda ng cut ni Robby Celiz. Di lang pumasok yung tira.
Nermal, natapikan. At paalala po muna, meron po tayong promo for all of you ka-Filbasket na nanonood sa ating ngayon dito ng live sa ating account sa TikTok, sa Facebook, pati na rin sa YouTube. Use the hashtag GrabKitchen500 at hulaan nyo po kung sino ang magiging best player of the game. You have until the third quarter to submit your entries. Ang mapipili pong mananalo dyan ay magkakaroon ng 500 Grab points. Sana pwede tayong sumali, Eman.
Malaki-laki discount nun.
Hindi. Kung pwede tayo sumali, lutuin na natin kung sino yung best player kaagad, di ba? Ang tanong dyan kung tayo mapipili. Pag nakita nila sa loob na, ay, itong dalawang to, wala to, makukulit to.
I think they will review the comment section
Yes.
kung sino yung unang correct answer.
Yun yata yung mechanics doon. Basta just keep on sending your entries kung sino kasi pwede pa iba-iba yan. Look at the Kenneth Villapando keeping this alive for Castro. And Castro able to scoop it in.
Yung rebound yun ni Kenneth Villapando, keep making that one possible para kay James Castro. He climbed atop Robby Celiz there.
Well, the long arms ito. He's got probably a 6'7" wingspan. Ito si Kenneth Villapando as Gako comes up empty. Coming up on 3 minutes remaining. Di sa ating second quarter. Lamang na po ang Burlington EOG Sports. And both teams in the penalty. Sa salpukan itong si Paulo Hubalde, pati na rin si Ronnie Matias.
Look at that fast break play. Si Ronnie, the veterans, si Ronnie Matias, ang katapat naman niya si Jerwin Gako. As we take a look at it again, Ronnie Matias, the spin cycle.
Galing.
Diba, tatlong veterano yun.
It's another former rain or shine player. Itong si Ronnie Matias. But again, yung kinakwento nga ni Ronnie, nung nagsimula tayo dito, nung media day natin, he's not yet 100%. Yung matagal na siya hindi nakapaglaro. Then he wants to get his conditioning back. Now he's playing heavy minutes for Coach Brit Roma. So you know that the conditioning will be back para dito kay Ronnie Matias.
He just almost completed a fast break there against two white shirts.
At babad na siya. I mean, starting 3 games ago, he was starting. He was getting a lot of heavy minutes. And yun ang value talaga. They only have 2 ex-PBA players on their squad. Itong Burlington EOG.
That's right.
They have 6 dito sa panig ng Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life. Here's one of them. Gako away from play. Offensive foul called on another ex-pro, si Keith Agovida, who just checked in. He was player of the game a couple of days ago.
Against
their second to the last assignment nila.
All right, tama kasi they lost to entrance Boracay de la Ia Batangas City Athletics.
Hinila ni Agovida. Kuhang-kuha yun ng ating great camera work by our director, Freddy Picardal. John Wilson. Yan. Balik na naman yung reaction niya. He did establish a good defensive position, although hindi niya binigyan naman ng pagkakataon makagalaw.
Yes.
Yung kanyang, na-warning ang tuloy kaagad dito.
And he is still demonstrating his stance in that play, no?
Oh, yan. Umamin na.
Ang bait naman pala eh.
John Wilson, he's been a veteran for a very long time, and you know he can get into your head if you're the opponent or the official.
Oh yes.
Teka muna, kailangan nang ituloy muna itong report bago mag-free throws. Lumapit na yung referee dito. Sinasabi ni ng Burlington EOG coaching staff, ano yung report niyo? Ituloy niyo yung announcement.
Hindi porket umami na.
Oo. May chinek lang pala. May chinek lang.
Okay.
Pwede naman yun eh. Dahil ganun din kami sa PBA, yung lalapit yung referee. Akala mo may isusumbong na, kunyari, especially pag may warning na nabinigay. Kasi kasunod na nun, technical eh. So lalapit, yung pala, may tatanong lang sa amin. May warning na ba si ganito? May ganito na ba yung bench? Tapos siyempre, mga coaches, tuloy nyo yung tawag. Hindi, coach, nagtatanong lang po ako sa table.
Everybody holds their breath during...
Kasi yung mga iba, siyempre, gusto lang magka-technical na kagad yung kalaban. Minsan yung mga referees naman, magtatanong muna yan. May gato na ba si ganyan?
Mahirap ng wrong call.
Kunyari, mabigyan mo naman nipis lang na, na resentment to a call or something like that. Diba? It can change the complexion of the game.
That's right.
That's what the referees don't want to do.
Yes.
Castro knocks down 2. The lead is now 6 para sa Burlington EOG. Napako na po sa 32 points. Etong kupunan ng Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life. So I'll trace the run. It looks like an 8-0 run ang ginagawa rito ngayon itong Burlington EOG Sports.
And look at this, Coach Brit Roma playing the chess game. Nung pumasok si Alday, binalik ulit si J. Mark Malyari.
Alday puts it on the floor, on the floater, too strong. Gako is still there. Gako is forever there. And Gako can't get it to go. There was change of possession, so tama yung nag-reset yung shot clock. And a foul is gonna be called as Gako is looking for who hit him.
And did you see
Double
that
foul.
heads-up play by Alwin Alday before that double
Yeah.
foul was called. Lumabas na siya sa sideline, got back into position, still had, look at this. Lumabas na, then went back.
Yeah, and then there was a foul called. Yeah,
Yes,
the foul is on
good.
Matias, pero nagkatulakan after that eh.
Ah,
So i-inspectin nila ngayon kung may second motion somewhere.
anything malicious.
Yeah, remember yesterday in that matchup against the ICC Manila at saka itong kupunan ng M-Trans
M-Trans.
Boracay de la Ia, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics.
Oh, right.
May isang eksena doon na nagkaroon ng 3 technical foul eh. So they just want to make sure, yung mga second motion na yan, hindi naging involved doon because Jerwin Gaco was really upset about something. And he wanted to know who hit him there. So as they are still reviewing this right now, yan na, may report na, yan na si Ken, nakikita nyo. Looks like there's going to be a report here. There could be more than just a foul.
Double foul on Burlington EOG Sports, number 23, Villapando is first. And Davao Occidental Tigers, number 91, Jerwin Gaco.
Okay, yan na yung double foul. Okay, so walang technical foul. Teka muna, jump ball nga. Double foul, hindi daw act of shooting. It was after the shot
that was after,
of Alwin Alday.
Yes, after the attempt ni Alday.
And the possession arrow will favor Burlington EOG Sports. So triple block ayun para sa Davao. Hindi na nga nila nakuha yung basket.
Right.
Tapos natalo pa sila sa jump ball ngayon. Tapos, yun na nga, si Gaco, I'm not quite sure how Gaco got involved in the foul in the first place. Palyari drives. Hang time move, pabali-baling tira para kay Villapando, can't get it to go. Agovida on the outlet ngayon, papunta kay John Wilson. Wilson defies everybody and he is hit hard as he went up.
J. Magmalyari trying to go for the block behind John Wilson there.
No, talagang pahampas talaga eh. Kumbaga sa volleyball, spike na dapat yun eh. John Wilson able to just draw the foul. 2:04 remaining dito sa ating first half. And finally, gumalaw na yung score ng Davao. They were more than 2 minutes scoreless. Stuck at 32 points.
John Wilson making his 11th point of the game.
Yeah, he's been the consistent performer while he's on the floor para dito sa Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life.
Sinabi nga natin earlier, no last game nila against Burlington Sports EOG, 5 points lang ang ginawa nito si John Wilson.
Well, now up to 12 points. Less than 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. 38 to 34. 4-point lead para sa Burlington EOG Sports. Navarro, 3-pointer. And Agovida, skies high for the rebound. Outlet ngayon, papuntang Irvin Palencia. The ankle breaker on the move. Gets it over now to Alwin Alday. Floater is good!
Again, Alwin Alday.
Ang layo na floater na yun.
End quarter heroics lagi itong si Alwin Alday. Remember at the end of the first quarter, ganun din ang ginawa niya from the other side.
And that was of course our grab food delivery of the game. You called it the Fast and the Furious Reborn. They connived for that. And we have a timeout called here by Brit Roma. 38-36, the lead is 2 para sa Burlington EOG Sports. Timeout brought to us by Stig Roasters. Only a minute and 38 remaining dito po sa ating second quarter. 38-36 after an 8-0 run para dito sa Burlington EOG Sports. Davao Occidental Tigers naman with back-to-back scores. One on the 2 free throws galing kay John Wilson, and on that floater, very long floater galing kay Alwin Alday.
Looking at our score, Noel, no? Both teams like to play this way talaga. So hindi natin matansya kung kaninong tempo ba to.
Well, right now, Palencia likes the tempo easy, but he is sent back. Great chase down block coming from Kenneth Villapando. He does it again.
Yes, Kenneth Villapando, of course, isa sa league leading natin sa blocks.
Navarro, they want to stay on early offense here. Ikot ang bola, Matias passes it up. Villapando, opensa naman, wala. Battle for the rebound, tapped over to Kita Govida. Outlet again to Elvin Alday as Davao continues to try and run. 45 seconds to go dito sa ating second quarter. Jerwin Gacko has been playing a lot here in the second quarter.
Oh yes.
Another floater, Palencia, no. And the rebound secured by Nermal. Dangerous pass, makuha dito ni Villapando. He has to bring it up. There's a difference of about 12 seconds between the clocks and Villapando does not care.
That stretch was a la Philip Cesar, no?
Kung naintindihan po nyo kung sino si Philip Cesar, bago po siya maging politician, naging basketball player po muna yun.
Google.
Google nyo. Final shot could belong to the Tigers.
Oh, Alwin missed that seal by Kita Govida.
No fouls to give for either team here. 3 seconds. Palencia. No look inside to Alday. Gets it to go plus the foul.
Wow, with 1.1 remaining at the Fast and the Furious strikes again.
Yan po yung Filbasket version nun. And,
yes.
With all due respect to JJ Helterbrand and
yes,
Mark Agiwa, this is what it looks like. Ito po yung mabilis. Ito po yung parating galit.
Volcano pa naman pinanggalingan eh.
Aldwin Alday with a chance to cut the lead down to 1 with his bonus free throw with 1.1 remaining in this very, very entertaining first half. Can't get it to go. At dyan po matatapos itong ating first 20 minutes of action as Ronnie Matias gets tied up. So 40-38. And let's see who we're gonna get here para sa koponan ng Burlington EOG Sports. Boy, they have performed admirably in the first half. They were down by as much as 6 points, then they went on this 8-0 run and preserved the lead 40-38 heading into the halftime break. So sino na kinuha rito? We're gonna have one of the players of Burlington EOG pick his brain about their performance here in the first half. Ken Pangilinan, one of the busiest men in all of Filbasket here, Eman.
That's right. Stadium announcer slash courtside reporter slash all-around Mr. Nice Guy.
Oh, yeah, he's going to try to get him right now. But again, going back to that first half, that was really a game of runs.
Yes.
Ang makikita natin dito.
Earlier part ng first half, Burlington EOG Sports kept themselves alive via 3-point shootout, no?
Siguro, nag-adjust si coach about defense, then wag na magkumpiyansa lahat kasi iba yung laro ng quarterfinals from elimination hanggang palapit na sa matatapos na talaga, magsi-semifinals na hanggang ma-finals na. So we just focus in our defense and be matured enough na sana makuha yung one game at a time at sana hindi na magkumpiyansa ngayon time na to makakalaban ulit yung EOG. Well, ang team naman is maganda naman tinatakbo ng practice ng team, then yung gem ng team okay naman kasi habang tumatagal lalong nalalaman namin kung sino yung mga loko-loko eh. So, mas okay yun kasi mas okay yun kasi dyan naman talaga nabubuo talaga na mas maayos yung team. Dapat pinapalabas yung kung ano yung totoo nilang ugali, yung mga ganyan. Doon talaga makukuha yung tamang teamwork.
Come quarterfinals, ang adjustment lang naman namin is syempre tapos na yung elims, kalimutan na namin yung nangyari. Basta number 2 na kami ngayon, parang back to zero na. Parang ang mindset namin is last 4 games na lang, champion na. Pero one game at a time lang muna kami. Sa EOG, syempre, lamang kami nung first half nung elimination. Tapos pag ng second half, doon lang kami parang nagka-problema.
So siguro doon marami na kami natutunan, nag-adjust na kami, maraming binago sa game plan si Coach Matt and Coach Manu, Coach Presby, and pati yung mga teammates ko, syempre nag-adjust din para makuha namin yung panalo tomorrow and hindi na makapag-game 2 pa. Yung team namin as of now, okay naman. Habang tumatagal, nagje-gel na siya. Yun nga, buti yung mga talo nangyari ng mas maaga, hindi ngayong playoffs na. So parang lesson learned na sa amin yun, and siguro may plano si God kung bakit kami natalo before. Siguro para may mga matutunan kami and matama namin yung quarterfinals and papuntang semis, then hopefully sa finals.
back here at the Filbasket quarterfinals. Kasama ko ngayon si John Wilson who currently has 12 points. So John, very evident naman yung pisikalan saka yung banggaan ngayong laro na ito. So inasahan nyo ba yung gantong klaseng laro at ano ba yung mindset mo coming into this game?
Expected mo naman talaga na physical yung magiging kasi quarterfinal. So sila box against the wall. So kailangan manalo nila ng dalawang beses para lumuso sila. So kami naman, we just prepare na yung mindset namin then physically. Siyempre, kailangan kami yung advantage, kailangan kami yung magdikta ng game.
At syempre, kabantayan mo yung kapwa heavy bomber mo, si Byron Villarias. So, yung mga ganong matchup ba nire-relish mo pag mga ganitong bakbakan na?
Siyempre. At kilala natin si Byron, siyempre, isang deadly din yun. Siyempre, yung mindset ko is parang magiging two-way player ako. So, kailangan ko dumepensa. Kung sino man yung star player sa kabila, kung maaaring malimit namin, kailangan malimit namin. At least may chance kami manalo.
Ayun, so there you have it, John Wilson. So, kasalukuyan umahabol sila ng 2 points kontra sa Burlington EOG Sports. Back to you, Noel.
Thank you very much, Ken Pangilinan with John Wilson. And it is just a slim 2-point lead para sa Burlington EOG Sports, 40-38 heading in to our second half. Let's take a look at some of the highlights ng ating first half. Ito ang kupunan ng Burlington EOG. Started out by hitting 3-point shot after 3-point shot, Emma, ng ating first half.
That is right. 8 out of 22 ang pinakawala ng Burlington EOG Sports dito from 3. Tapos,
pero, yung fast break naman para dito sa kupunan ng Davao Occidental Tigers kept them in the game. But the peskiness of the defense also nitong kupunan ng Burlington EOG Sports leading to these transition baskets.
Yes. Pero sa turnovers, kung titingnan natin, halos dikit lang sila. Pati sa steals, both teams have 4 steals, no?
How about that chase down block naman para dito kay Kenneth Villapando. But Alvin Alday is able to get going. 8 points already para sa kanya so far. Actually, a +8 rather. He's a total of 6 points para dito kay Alvin Alday. As we take a look at our halftime numbers brought to us by TM Easy Surf 99.
As we see, 14 out of 35 or 40% para dito sa Tigers, 12 out of 36 naman or 33% para sa Burlington EOG Sports. Pero titingnan natin, yun nga, sinabi namin, 3-point field goals. 8 out of 22 ang Burlington EOG Sports, 1 out of 6 naman ang Davao. Points of turnover, nakaka-17 points na ang Burlington, 6 of 10 lang ang Davao. Points in the paint naman dyan, nagdo-dominate ang Tigers, 20-8.
That's a bunch of fast breaks right there. As we take a look at our leading scorers dito, John Wilson na mamayagpag para sa kanyang kupunan.
That's right, sa Tigers, John Wilson with 12 points. Kaya sumunod lang sa kanya si Alday with 6, then Gako with 5, Celiz with 4. Meanwhile sa Burlington, John Normal leading the way, 9 points. James Castro 7, Byron with 6, and Ronnie with 5.
At tandaan natin na 8 of 22 from 3-point range itong Burlington EOG. The last time these two teams met, Burlington EOG went 9 of 27, so they're just 5 off the total from the last game. So very aggressive from beyond the arc. Ito naman kupunan ng Davao as that miss came para dito kay Marco Balagtas. Follow-up is good para kay Robby Celiz. 3-point shooting naman para dito sa kupunan ng Davao. In that first half was just 1 out of 6.
1 out of 6, right. Pero good start dito para kay Robby Celiz who only had 4 points in the first half.
Great defense again there by Billy Ray Robles. We have a tied game at 40. Robles now on offense. Pulls up from 18. No. Long rebound tracked down here by James Castro. Inside pass. Alvin Baitiong. Wala nang dribble, but that was a bad idea. Billy Ray Robles able to stop him. Normal inside pass. Brian Hilario can't get it to go. At sabi ni Baitiong, I will not miss from 2 feet away.
Nagtabi doon si Alvin Baitiong at Brian Hilario, no? Wala nang ibang makakasingit pa.
Our score right now, 42-40. Balik po ang advantage dito sa Burlington EOG Sports. And it's still a 2-point lead para sa kanila. Just over a minute gone by dito sa ating third quarter. 42-40 pa rin ang ating score. 3-pointer on its way, and that one is a miss para dito kay James Castro. John Wilson now with his 6th rebound. Bonbon Custodio didn't get much in terms of playing time in the first half. That could all change here as Celiz lost the handle. Lalabas ulit dito kay Custodio. Bonbon now watched by Castro. Bonbon against the world. Lost the ball.
He tried to sneak a pass around Baitiong.
Ito naman, naiwan ni Villarias ang bola. Everybody diving for the loose ball and a jump ball. It will stay the way of Burlington EOG.
That's right, Billy Ray Robles in the previous plays missed 2 jumpers dito sa laro na to. Although nakikita naman natin siyang active, no, pero he only has 2 points.
Yun na nga eh. Tandaan natin, Billy Ray Robles only had 8 points in their last meeting.
That's right.
So still no improvement. The biggest improvement, of course, is John Wilson, who's got 12 in the game so far and 4 of 7 shooting. Villarias, long 2, not there. Battle of the Blondies. Pagwawagi dito ang Burlington EOG. Villarias missing from the outside once again. There go the Blondies again. Maguliano, floater, yes! Natamaan pa yata siya sa panga. Itong si Robby Celiz. The lead is up to 4.
Yeah, JP Maguliano, his 4th point of the game.
Under 8 minutes remaining dito sa ating third quarter. Pick and roll action. Celiz unmolested.
Oh, simpleng basic play there para kay Robby Celiz and the Tigers.
Oh, nice drop pass. Valdez na sakyan. And they will look at this one.
Right.
They will look at this one, and immediately Coach or Commissioner Jai Reyes saying, we will review this one. Not quite sure if, teka muna, natamaan sa batok, I think.
And the ball was not even close.
Yun lang. You can say that Billy Ray Robles is going to try to make a point that he was going for the ball, but the ball was, or make that Eman Calo was going for the ball, but the ball was nowhere near the area where Eman Calo tried to smack it. That's a close fist foul, Eman.
Hindi naman magkakulay yung ball tsaka yung...
Oh, it's a disqualifying foul!
Oh, wow.
Calo has been ejected from the game. And here's the bad part about this. If Davao advances to the semifinals, Eman Calo will not be with them.
Oh, right. He will be suspended 1 game after this.
It all depends. If there's a rubber match, he will not play in the rubber match, and he will play in the semifinals. But if Davao wins and they go to the semifinals, which is a knockout game, they will not have one of their rotation players, itong si Eman Calo. So Enoch Valdez will take 2 free throws, and they will have ball possession as well. That is a big development for Coach Matt Macalintal.
We saw the slow-mo, Noel, no? When Enoch got the pass, well, he bobbled the ball a bit, and then it fell down below his chest. At that time, Eman Calo was already up in the air. At bumuelo na siya.
Yon. But where was the ball?
Kaya nga, ang layo na eh.
Kaya nga tama yung tawag ng referees natin because the ball was nowhere near where Calo hit si Valdez.
Hindi na niya dapat itinuloy pa yung hampas. Wala nang bola doon.
Well, I guess the motion prevented him from pulling back. In the meantime, nagmintis naman itong si Maguliano sa loob. Robles into the front court. Cut by Robles.
Oh.
And Villarias gives up the foul.
Good play there between Robles and Celiz. They're trying to get Billy Ray Robles going here. Like we said, no, konti pa lang ang nagagawa niya dito sa laro na to.
Yeah, only 2 points so far for the former Rain or Shine Elasto painter. Itong si Billy Ray Robles. Free throw, of course, brought to us by Wilson. At paalala po muli, third quarter na po tayo. Cut off na to sa dulo ng third quarter for your chance to get 500 grab points. Hulaan nyo lang po kung sinong ating magiging player of the game. And use the hashtag GrabKitchen500. At cut off nga natin end of the third quarter. At maaari kayo manalo ng 500 grab points. Nagusto sana namin ni Eman yun. Pero disqualified kami. Castro held back by Custodio. Maraming salamat sa Coco Life, our official partner here in the Filbasket Subic Championship. And of course, mamaya our Coco Life best player of the game. Sila po may hatid sa atin nun. Villarias on the inbound. Yeah, go ahead.
James Castro, still aggressive para dito sa Burlington EOG Sports.
Oh, you have to put a hand up on John Normal, John Wilson.
Nakakasyam na siya kaninang first half.
His 4th three-pointer of the game.
Yes, and now he has 12 points after 4 three-pointers.
Billy Ray Robles, muntik nang gawing sandwich si Eman Cabiles.
Robles Cabiles sandwich.
Oo. Tignan natin ulit ito. I mean, Wilson had his hand up but did not challenge.
Yes.
Ginawa tuloy yung asintahan dito ni John Normal.
Pang-apat nga na three-pointer na yon ni John Normal.
Saldana returns para sa Burlington EOG Sports. 6:50 remaining sa ating third quarter. Custodio. And here's a drive ngayon para kay Robles. He leaves it inside for Keith Agovida.
And that is what the Davao Occidental Tigers should do. Yung execution ng offense sila. Right.
That's a correct call.
Yes. It will go against John Normal.
And looks like somebody got hit in the solar plexus. That will be John Wilson. That is not a good feeling to have.
Oh, yes.
I don't see hit in the solar plexus. He was hit in the throat.
Right. That elbow was too high.
Yeah, and Wilson.
John Wilson is trying to clear his throat now.
Yeah. Natama. That's not a... Ako, I've been fortunate. Ewan ko sa'yo, Eman, but I've been fortunate never to get hit in the throat yet.
Ay, ilang beses.
Ewan ko, natamaan ka na dyan.
Ilang beses nangyari na yan.
Oo. Yung solar plexus, ilang beses na yan.
At pag tinamaan ka doon, ano eh?
Wala. The world stops.
Hindi, tsaka mindset mo, pag nakabangon ka na, pumawi.
Oo. Oh, steal by Agovida after he makes the basket. Agovida, sayang!
Yes, the shoulder was lowered by Keith Agovida with JP Maguliano having good position underneath.
Well, this is first the drive. The Agovida, nakalimutan niyang kaliwete. Then comes up and does a Reggie Miller right here.
Oo nga.
But did not retreat to the free throw line. Instead, sumugod and great presence of mind by JP Maguliano to draw the charge.
Ang sayang din doon, si John Wilson, pakat.
Yeah. The lead is back. Down to 1 rather, para dito sa Burlington EOG Sports. Castro for 3. At nagkagirian na naman sa ilalim.
Right.
Alday will be whistled for this one. Time down to 6 minutes and 12. Ang haba pa nitong third quarter natin. Ang dami nang naging kulay. Saldana, yeah.
At isang foul na lang. Penalty na ang Davao Occidental Tigers.
Normal missing that time. And the rebound picked up by Robles. He'll bring it down. Custodio to Alday, left momentarily open. Aldwin with a floater. There he goes again.
Third floater right on the money para dito kay Alvin all day, Alday.
And Alday gives the lead back to the Tigers, 49-48.
Ooh.
Spin move, unproductive. Robles with yet another rebound. Custodio now, leading the break. Wilson looking for the foul. And
heads up play.
Malas-malasan ni John Wilson talaga. Hindi na nga natawag yung foul. Pag save pa ni Saldana, humampas pa sa paa niya.
Na veteran move, yung veteran doon, Neljun Saldana, knocking that off the legs of John Wilson. No?
Double black eye, but John Wilson is gonna go back on defense ngayon. They still have a 1-point lead. Etong Davao Occidental Tigers, Coco Live. Enzo Navarro just checked in, attacks. Enoch Valdez for 3. Good! Oh. The last time these two teams met, Enoch Valdez was 0 of 7 from the field. And that is his first three-pointer today, adding to the total of Burlington EOG. Agovida gets it to go, plus the foul. Keith Agovida, the former Arellano chief, showing us his hops. Former PBA player from San Miguel.
Right, Keith Agovida coming alive here. Sabi niya, pinupunuan niya yung kawalan ni Billy Ray Robles.
And of course, the ejection of Eman Calo is going to give him more playing time.
Also, Gab Dagangon virtually missing para sa Tigers.
Yes, that's a good point.
And also Joseph Terzo.
Joseph nga hindi pa naglalaro ngayon.
Yes.
I think I should have asked him kanina if he had an injury.
Parang may ininda tong si Terzo. Oh, good hands by Enoch Valdez, knocking that off.
Enoch Valdez doing a little bit of everything in terms of defense, and there's Villapando. He could have done that.
Yes. Making sure nilagay na lang niya, no?
Burlington EOG Sports with a 2-point lead now, 53-51. They're still in the backcourt. They have 3 seconds to get this across.
At ito na ang press si Coach Britt.
And that one is touched last by Navarro. But they just managed to get that one across. Let's take a look at this grab food delivery of the game. Nobody marking Kenneth Villapando. 4:47 to play here in the third. Alday against Valdez. They go to Wilson in the post. Wilson on the turnaround. That is a tough shot to stop. I'm sorry. Nelson Saldana, you can do nothing to stop that.
Malaka-ubi yung ginawa niyo ni John Wilson.
Tied at 53 ngayon. Normal, Valdez hit a 3 earlier, tries another one here. Enoch Valdez again!
The man from Mangataram, Noel, flexing.
Yeah. 2 3-pointers in the game for Enoch Valdez, who went scoreless from the field in their last outing. Only 2 points now with 6 points all here in the third. And a timeout called by Matt Macalintal. Burlington EOG Sports up by 3. Timeout brought to us by Astig Roasters.
When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle.
So much fireworks being exchanged by both teams.
That's
and we
right.
still have 4 minutes and 24 remaining here in the third quarter. Quarterfinals na nga, playoffs na nga dito sa ating Filbasket Subic Championship presented by Coco Life. Noel Zarate pa rin po kasama si Eman Cabiles. It is a 3-point lead para sa Burlington EOG Sports. 56-53 against the Davao Occidental Tigers. Coco Life, the team that has the twice-to-beat advantage. At salamat sa mga kaibigan natin sa Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority and the Central Luzon Regional Task Force.
Enoch Valdez binigyan ng breather dito ni Coach Britter Roma, no?
Oh. And easy one there, coming from Bonbon Custodio. Good response coming off the timeout,
yes,
Eman.
Bonbon finally on the board para dito sa Tigers.
56-55, Navarro spots Villapando on the hang time. So pa yan, Villapando doing a little bit of everything as well, chasing down layups and hitting on that hang time move.
He now has 4 points. Itong si Kenneth Villapando. Meanwhile, ito naman si Nelson Saldana. Talagang namomroblema kung paano niya i-contain si John Wilson, who is the hottest Tiger right now.
Well, John Wilson, as we see this again, coming from Kenneth Villapando, pabaling tira. And now you move over to John Wilson, who's back at the free throw line, who has not missed from the line today. Ito si John Wilson. 5 out of 5 so far. And maikling rotation nga ang ginagamit dito nito si Coach Matt Macalintal as ito Marco Balagtas gonna see action once again. Free throws brought to us by this guy, Wilson. He is not the official basketball of the Filbasket Subic Championship. He's one of the players ng Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life, and he is 6 of 6 from the line.
Yes.
Tawa ng tawa ito si Tikboy.
Benta talaga.
Benta pa rin. Mag-iisang buwan na tayo rito ng Tikboy, ha? The lead is down to 1 para sa Burlington EOG Sports, 58-57. Drive ngayon, Navarro. Oh, that was supposed to be to Villapando, was not expecting it. Custodio leading the break. Bonbon keeps it himself, gets it to go, plus the foul. And the lead goes back to the Davao Occidental Tigers, Coco Life.
Yung mga veterano ng Tigers dito, kanina si Keith Aguvida. Ngayon naman si Bonbon Custodio contributing para sa cause ng Davao Occidental Tigers. Of course, they want to finish this series as early as possible.
This is a dangerous team they're up against. Itong Burlington EOG Sports, probably a lot of no-name players for some of our mainstream viewers right now. But this is a very well-coached and a cohesive team. You want to put them away as fast as you can.
And let's not forget, tinalo na ng Burlington EOG Sports and Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life in the elimination round.
That was a 76-69 score there. Drive is good. So JP Maguliano babad na babad at the center position. Sans Ronnie Matias here in the third. Pinabalik na nga si Ronnie Matias. He was about to check in. Bumalik. Bumalik si Matias sa bench.
And JP Maguliano, no, not really scoring. Minsan lang yung kaninang score niya na yun, pero he's doing the intangibles here, banging bodies with in the interior laban sa mga Tigers.
A heads up play done para kay James Castro, able to poke that one away. Less than 3 minutes to go here in the third. Tied at 60. Castro puts it on the floor. James Castro almost, not quite, and a foul will be called on Chris Lalata, who's seeing his first action of the game.
Good move by James Castro. Chris Lalata kakapasok lang dito. Alam niya na malamig pa to. So fearless drive initiated here by James Castro.
The point guard out of the Julio Amang Rodriguez Institute of Science and Technology.
Wow.
IRIST for short.
IRIST.
Sa mga eskwelahan din yan na lumalaban sa NAASCO. Itong IRIST. And the school, of course, that produced PBA player Andreas Kahilig, who saw action for 1 year as an architecture student sa IRIST.
And the drums are out, Noel.
Kanino ba yun? Yung mga cooler yun eh. Yung mga cooler ng Davao, ginagawa nilang drums.
Right. May pep squad sila.
Nami-miss mo rin yung pag-college up.
Oh,
There's
right.
another steal. Villapando! Oh! Took off too far though.
Kaya nga eh. Come fly with me sana eh.
Oh. Alday. Lalata did not come off the bench for nothing.
And Chris Lalata, pinakita kay Villapando kung paano gawin yung mga ganong klaseng layup.
Able to get underneath the defense of Villapando. Tabla na naman po tayo ngayon at 62 all as Paulo Hubalde will check back in.
Look at Villapando and Chris Lalata. Parang match na match silang dalawa pag pinagtabi.
Two long kids. As Byron Villarias will check back in. 2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in this very entertaining pa rin, ha? Sorry to be using that again and again.
But it is.
Quarter.
It is.
3-point play, not good. Tied at 62.
Etong si Chris Lalata, Noel, non-factor din yan nung huling laro nila eh. At parang hindi na siya masyadong ginagamit in the Tigers' last game, no?
Yeah, Jerwin Gaco's getting a lot of minutes as well in this game. And Renzo Navarro hits the three.
Everybody from Burlington EOG Sports getting into the three-point shootout.
They're approaching the 30 attempt mark already
Yes.
dito. Itong kupunan ng Burlington EOG Sports. Less than 2 minutes to go dito sa ating third quarter. Ubalde gets the baseline, drops it off to Lalata. And 65-64, Eman. Lamang na isa na lang ang Burlington EOG.
Right, Paulo Hubalde still setting up his teammates. That's his second assist.
And that one was just a lost ball.
Yes,
Oh.
James Castro trying to force something there.
Look at this, the Aquaman sumisid. Nakita kanyang kakampi na kumakat. So Lalata with 4 quick points already off the bench as James, or make that itong si John Wilson, is going to take a breather for the final 1:32 of this third quarter. And you also have less than 1 minute and 32 seconds to submit your entries to get a chance to win 500 grab points. Just use the hashtag GrabKitchen500 at baka kayo mapili. Kung mapipili nyo po kung sino ang player of the game, you will get 500 grab points. To be eligible for that, of course, use the hashtag GrabKitchen. Cut off yan sa pagtatapos nitong ating third quarter. 3-pointer on his way, Castro!
James Castro, nakalimutan nila sa corner and he is pumped after that three.
We're gonna get the stats of this third quarter.
Oh,
the
yes.
three-point shooting of Burlington EOG is just off the charts.
Also credit that kay Kenneth Villapando who grabbed the offensive rebound.
That's right. Alday!
Oh!
Villapando with a block, but a foul is gonna be called. They're gonna say goaltending, but I don't think that shot had a chance to go in. Tignan natin ulit. Not necessarily pag inipit mo sa board, they're gonna call a goaltend.
Hindi pa tumatama sa board before Villapando reached.
You're right. Yeah, that's just a block.
Yes. At kung walang foul sana sa baba, that would have been spectacular para kay Kenneth.
Number 4 on Castro. That's a development now for Burlington
Yes.
EOG. As J. Mark Malyari will come in.
J. Mark Malyari, isa sa mga players ng Burlington EOG Sports na tumitira sa dos in this game, no? Halos lahat sila sa tres bumibitaw eh.
Aldwin Alday takes 17-foot free throws, by the way. Style Aaron Aban to, There's Matt Makalintal. Of course, he took over the coaching duties para dito sa Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life when Don Dulay migrated to the United States.
Speaking of 17-foot free throw, si Hel Francisco rin
Sa
ng
pa yun,
FST Makati Army, no?
16 and a half naman yung kay Hel Francisco. Mas malapit ng konti.
Pero mas maganda yung free throw percentage itong si Alwin.
Less than a minute remaining here in the third. Navarro puts it on the floor and tries to look for a friend pero nakuha ni Gab Dagangon.
Good help defense ng Tigers doon.
Alday on the floater, bothered by Enoch Valdez and out of bounds si Lalata.
Enoch Valdez is everywhere para sa Burlington EOG Sports. I just said good help defense ang Tiger. Ito si Enoch Valdez naman, ang help defense.
We can call him the Makatarem Phenom. Kasi kanumero niya, yung Phenom.
Oo nga no, the Phenom from Mangataram.
Ayan. Villarias on the catch and shoot. Battle for the rebound. Too many white shirts there, and a foul is going to be called. Oh, on Davao!
On Chris Lalata, the hustle by Neljun Saldana that time.
Looks like it's not Saldana, it's Malyari actually.
Check that, J-Mark Malyari.
Ay tatawag.
And there's the hole.
There it is. So 30 seconds to go. And they're still looking at it right now. If there was anything malicious about yung paghila ni Lalata, first glance wala naman.
May konting acting pa nga doon ng si J-Mark.
At may konting Fleetwood Mac in the background once again. Yan. Okay na-review na.
Bakit pag tayo nakaupo Fleetwood Mac ang pinapatugtugin?
Dapat nga, patugtugin nila. Seals and Crofts kaya ng isang araw.
Yun naman pala. At least nagiget natin. Yung music.
What's the report? Was there second motion? Yung pa isa rito eh. Oh, si Malyari rin pala involved. Yes. Double foul.
So it was a double foul.
So it is Davao ball. This is a clearer call.
Okay.
Diba?
Yes.
Kasi nga, yung two things. Itong si Lalata prevented itong si Saldana from getting the ball by using his hands. And Saldana naman Malyari. Malyari naman prevented Chris Lalata from advancing to the ball.
Yes, before they even got to the ball, no, si Malyari nakalabas yung arm niya at nawalan ng space sa baseline itong si Lalata.
So now Paulo Hubalde and the rest of the Tigers have a 5-second differential between the clocks.
Good job by our refs, no? That was really a fair call.
That was a very fair call. Gab Dagangon has been quiet today. Has it tapped from himself, and ito ngayon, Malyari into the front court. 8 seconds remaining. Malyari pulls up, 18-footer is good. There's still time here for Davao. 2 seconds, 1 second. Alday at the buzzer. Almost. And Burlington EOG Sports will take a 5-point lead into the final 10 minutes of this knockout game for them. And a twice to beat advantage naman para sa Davao Occidental Tigers. Coco Live, John Wilson still doing pretty much the same from where he left off ng ating first half of action. But it has been the 3-point shooting para dito sa Burlington EOG that has kept them in the lead. Enoch Valdez knocking down 2. The veterans starting to get involved na rin para dito sa Davao Occidental Tigers. Coco Live on that layup by Bonbon Custodio, but still more 3-pointers coming para sa Burlington EOG Sports. Fourth quarter when we return.
When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle.
Fourth quarter na po tayo. Will the Davao Occidental Tigers advance to the semifinals outright, or will we have a rubber match tomorrow? Yun ang katanungan. Fourth quarter brought to us by Coco Life. Noel Zarate pa rin po kasama si Eman Cabiles. 13 out of 31 from 3-point range na po. Itong kupunan ng Burlington EOG Sports, and they have a 5-point lead. It's been cut down to 3 on the drive by Paulo Hubalde. We take a look at the quarter scoring natin dito. Burlington EOG Sports with a 30-point third quarter, Eman.
That is right. First quarter. Pero all quarters, halos dikit lang, no?
Yeah.
24-21 on first, no second, 14-19 naman, and then third, 30-27.
Enoch Valdez caught fire in the third, hitting 2 3-pointers, but he comes up empty this time. Pagkakataon na naman makadikit, and there goes! Ito si Keith Agovida again. He has performed well in the second half para dito sa Burlington, sa Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life.
The veterans have come out to play para sa Tigers.
Spin move by Navarro. Comes up empty again. And you got some people got hurt there in the backcourt. It's 4-on-4 right now.
Oo nga. Kita Guvida holding onto his shoulder.
Here's Wilson. He's back in. Wilson on the turnaround. Short. Battle for the rebound. Picked up again by Robles. That's what he's been contributing today.
That's right.
Robles now on offense. Attacks. Yes! 6 unanswered points for Davao to begin this third quarter. And that was started by Ubalde and finished here by Robles. A timeout called by Coach Brit Reroma. 71 Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life, 70 Burlington EOG Sports. Timeout brought to us by Astig Roasters. And we rejoin the action with still 8 minutes and 39 seconds remaining in the fourth. An emergency timeout called here by Brit Reroma. As the number 2 seed, Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life have scored 6 unanswered points to open this fourth and final quarter here, Eman.
That's right. And going forward, no, I expect Davao Occidental Tigers to call more plays to get Robby Celiz going dito sa endgame.
3-point field goals, 5 out of 9 for
out of
Burlington EOG. And a steal by Enoch Valdez. Valdez airborne, no. And he gets it back, pero he did not reestablish position. That shot will not count. You must get 2 feet inside the court na nakaset ka na kaagad. We see this again, ha? Eto siya. 1, nakuha niya yung bola, wala pa yung pangalampaan. 71-70. The lead is 1 for the Tigers. The Aquaman going up against a Merman. Ito si Navarro. Stretch para dito kay Celiz. Wala. And John Nermal comes away with it. And Nermal is ambushed by Ubalde.
Pero prior to that, in that rebound play, Billy Ray Robles already had the ball. It was ripped off from him by John Nermal.
Palakasan ng upper body strength yan. Ito, Nermal. Sabi mo nga, Battle of Region 6 po yan, ha? Yun ang nangyayari. Taga Iloilo, itong si Robles. At yung taga Bacolod naman, itong si Nermal.
Nermal. Ano yan? Lapas Bachoy versus Kansi.
Uy, makakagutom naman yun.
Napauwi ka agad.
Oo. Parehong mainit yung sinabi mo. Before the shot of Navarro, there's a foul.
And I like the mindset of Enzo Navarro here. Paulo Ubalde, ang kanyang defender, no, he knows that he is quicker than Paulo.
Well, 4 fouls now for Paulo Ubalde, and the Aquaman is replaced by the ankle breaker.
Speaking of quick, no?
Yan na. Irvin Palencia back in. 7:48 to go. Villarias has it tapped from behind.
That's right, Baron Villarias quiet in the third, no?
Yeah. Robles!
Ooh.
This is now a 3-point lead para dito sa koponan ng Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life. 8 unanswered. Great block by Celiz. Palencia. They're gonna look for an advantage foul here. They will look for an advantage foul. The referees will have to look at this one. There could be a point because nangunguna na si Kita Govida.
Yes.
But look at this stretching block para kay Robby Celiz.
And of course, Robby Celiz kasama rin sa leaders natin sa blocks dito sa ating liga.
And the point is, itong si Agovida, it's just a foul. Kasi borderline call yan eh. Kasi may defenders na rin doon eh.
Yes.
The rule is, you're supposed to, if they're gonna call a clear path foul, dapat walang defenders sa harapan.
But
dapat
Navarro,
may defender na eh.
And Navarro was waiting for Irvin Palencia to cross.
Tony Matias will return as we thank our friends from Coco Life, our official partner here in the Filbasket Subic Championship. So 7:26 to play. Tandaan natin, wala pa pong score ang Burlington EOG dito sa ating fourth quarter. 8-0 run para dito sa Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life. Ongoing. Wilson against Villarias. The battle of JRU. And John Wilson comes away with that 10 unanswered points now.
Yes. Naghahanap pa ng foul doon si John Wilson. Naklip daw siya sa arm. That's his 18th point na, Noel.
Brittany Roma does not want to waste another timeout. He's only got 2 timeouts remaining. But this is a searing 10-0 run para sa Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life. Shot clock at 7 ngayon as Navarro still can't answer. Agovida with another rebound.
And you know what, Noel, nagkabalita ka ba kay Jet Vidal? He is not in uniform pala. No?
That's
There's
right.
a bench ng Burlington EOG Sports.
I saw him earlier in Sevilla. Nakala ko magpapalit lang siya, but apparently he is not going to play. Same with Joseph Terzo.
Oo nga.
But Terzo is in uniform. Palencia, as he went up for the pass, that's going to be a foul. Do they say 2 free throws? Hey, they say 2 free throws. So nakagather na si Irvin Palencia.
And it happened right in front of us, and I think Irvin Palencia was looking to pass to a
Yun na
teammate.
nga eh. Pero inangat niya yung kanyang kamay.
Yes.
Good presence of mind for the former St. Clair Saint. Kenneth Villapando will return. James Castro isusugal na dito ni Coach Britre Roma despite the fact he's got 4 fouls. Because 10-0 run pa rin ito para sa Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life. And these free throws brought to us by Wilson, the official basketball of the Filbasket Subic Championship.
Byron Villarias, no? Hindi pa rin nakakascore dito sa second half.
Byron Villarias has been absent in the second half after hitting a few key threes noong ating first half. Lead is now 7, matching the largest para dito sa kupunan ng Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life. 12 unanswered points.
Right.
Villarias, Matias, the two ex-pros. Villarias inside. Finally a basket.
Yes. First one para sa kanila ngayong fourth quarter.
And the first one for Villarias in a long spell.
Oh yes, huling score niya was in the second quarter pa.
Yeah. 75-72. Down to a 5-point lead para sa Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life. Celiz, turn around offline, and looks like last touch will be called against Nermal.
Like I said, no, I'm expecting a lot of plays to be called here para kay Robby Celiz as they really want to establish their fourth quarter man dito sa laro na to and get himself in good rhythm.
But John Wilson has been a factor as well para dito. Ilalabas para dito sa Tigers. Lalabas muna rito kay Robles. Wilson, 6 on the shot clock. Crossover, John Wilson from the elbow. Good! 79-72, the lead is back to 7. Nermal transition 3. Wala. And another rebound for Billy Ray Robles.
Lucky break para sa Tigers. Walang nakabantay doon kay John Nermal, who has hit several threes already in this game.
Little hesitation pagsalo dito ni Kita Govida. He'll be called for steps.
Oh yes.
Look at this, just a simple crossover allows John Wilson to have that kind of an open look. Haba naman ang Fleetwood Mac na yan. Hindi pa rin tumutugtog. Nermal. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Naku, one shot allowed na lamang into Burlington EOG Sports.
At doon sa frontline ng Davao Tigers, no, credit the boxing out to Keith Agovida, who's making extra effort para mailabas tong si Kenneth Villapando.
Silang dalawa ni Billy Ray Robles have been very busy on the boards. Wilson, three-pointer, way off. Foul on Nermal.
Right. Normal was claiming na hinahawakan siya at kaya hindi siya makatalon. Pero when the ball fell, yung forearm niya medyo aggressive yung pagkakasundot against Billy Ray.
4 fouls na para dito kay John Nermal, and Enoch Valdez will check back in. 4:44 in the fourth. Yan po natitirang oras natin dito. With 14 seconds to shoot.
So si Nermal meron ng 4 fouls, si Enoch naman meron ng 3.
And si Robby Celiz padadagdagan ng, teka muna, hindi kay Celiz yun.
No, it's an offensive foul.
Well, Billy Ray.
Right.
Pangatlo naman para dito kay Robles. May sub ba? May sub na habol. Lalata will check in. Let's see this again. Ayun, konting haplot ang ginawa dito ni Billy Ray.
Right. And good job by Ronnie Matias to make sure the referees see it.
Celiz will take a breather right now. At babalik si Chris Lalata. Ronnie Matias posting up yung bagong pasok na Chris Lalata.
Yes, he likes this matchup.
Villarias for 3. No. Another rebound para kay Robles. Is that a held ball?
Yes, I believe it is. 2 thumbs up. I saw the referees flash.
Teka muna, if it's a held ball, why are they going to review? Are they going to review if there's a foul?
John Wilson is asking for a review.
I don't know if you can review if there's a foul if you already called the jump ball.
Yeah. So it's not that, it's Matias against Billy Ray.
Oo. Umiwas na nga si Villapando eh. So I'm not quite sure what they're reviewing, but they are reviewing something.
Villapando, yun, yung iwas niya kasi dalawa na rin yung fouls niya, no?
Still 4 minutes and 28 seconds remaining. Let's put things in perspective. If Davao wins today, they are through to the semifinals. At ihintay nila yung mananalo sa matchup between the San Juan Knights Go for Gold at itong Medical Depot.
Yes.
Let's see this one again. Same angle.
Talpakan na naman sa ere.
Yeah.
Then bumitaw si Kenneth.
So they did not call that foul.
No.
Ang tinawag nila, I believe, was the jump ball.
Yeah, I saw the referee flash. 2 thumbs.
Yeah.
Right after this play.
Ayun na si Matias. Getting involved there. Naipit yung leeg dito ni
Billy Ray, no?
Ni Billy Ray as Matias tried to get the ball and applied pressure there. So I'm not quite sure if they're going to call that post-review, At
ito na yung report natin.
Yeah, we have our officials now going to Ken Pangilinan over at our officials table to announce the verdict. Four minutes and 28 po natitira dito sa ating fourth quarter. Davao Occidental Tigers in the middle of a 14-2 run. Jump ball.
Still jump ball.
Yeah.
Technical foul on Burlington EOG Sports.
Oh.
21, Ronnie Matias. His first personal.
I wonder what that was for.
Right.
So, teka, gato rin. Natawag na yung jump ball.
Yes.
And then Matias tried to apply more pressure to get control of the ball. So, that's probably tantamount to a second motion.
Okay.
So, Wilson now making it a 15-2 run. 15-2 run to open the fourth.
So that means, well, when the referees blew their whistle, ayaw pa rin bumitaw ni Ronnie.
So
yes.
Tapos na. Natawag na yung jump ball. So there was no personal foul called, which is correct because they never called a personal foul.
Yes.
But upon review, may second motion, a technical foul. That is correct. 14 to shoot. Villarias. Castro, 3. Way off. Nauubusan na po ng bala.
Right.
Itong kupunan ng Burlington EOG at the most inopportune time.
And also credit the defense by Billy Ray Robles against Castro that time. Hindi niya binaba yung kanyang kamay.
Robles still can't contribute on offense on a consistent basis as Matias taps it out. 4:03 remaining. Nermal with the 4 fouls checks in for Valdez, and they're on defense.
Burlington EOG Sports having a really hard time to look for their offense, no?
Nakausan ang gagawin doon. Agovida was blocked once again by Villapando.
The long arms of Kenneth Villapando working.
Pero natapik naman ni Robles. They recover. Nermal on the fake. Attacks. Nermal on the hang time. Almost gets it to go. And another whistle.
Villapando first to get to that ball while it's still high up in the air.
Number 4 on Billy Ray.
And getting the foul from Billy Ray.
So wala pa sa penalty. It was actually the last foul to give para dito sa Davao Occidental Tigers at Coco Life. So they will improve in terms of height as they bring in the 6'4" Robby Celiz. And Ronnie Matias will also take a seat as JP Maguliano checks back in. 3 minutes and 46 to go. Quick play, papunta kay Villapando. Nagtingi ng kahagad si Lalata at saka si Palencia. Paano nangyari yun, boy?
And even Celiz giving Lalata the stink eye.
3 and 33 to play. Lead is down to 6. That's only the 4th point para dito sa Burlington EOG in the 4th quarter. They had 30 in the 3rd.
Yes.
Celiz. And a quick foul given up. Free throws now coming up for one of the best free throw shooters in all of Filbasket.
Right.
Si Robby Celiz.
Robby Celiz, 8 pa lang ang nagagawa niya dito sa laro na to. Pero we all know na pagdating sa end game, Avenger tong si Robby Celiz para sa Tigers.
3 minutes and 16. Remember that game, that double overtime win that they had against the San Juan Knights Go for Gold, where he knocked down 14 consecutive free throws.
That's right.
After missing 4 in a row, ha? Nag-14 straight siya doon.
Pero before this play, no? Before na foul sa Robby Celiz, ang galing ng play ng Tigers. Dalawa yung nag-flash si John Wilson, Robby Celiz cut to the middle. Erwin Palencia, dalawang magandang options.
3 minutes and 10 remaining. Nermal. Good line, just a little strong. And here comes Palencia. Nobody there to stop Wilson.
That's right. And you saw that pass by Erwin Palencia. Nakabukas na kaagad yung kamay niya like a victory lap.
19 points already in the 4th, and we still have 3 minutes remaining here. John Wilson has been sizzling today, and the victory lap para nga kay Erwin Palencia. 84-74, Tigers with a 10-point lead. Timeout called, and this timeout is brought to us by Stig Roasters.
When you look at greatness, there is a lot you don't see. You don't see the path to greatness, where it starts, how far it can go, or what fuels each step. It's a thirst for more. A belief that no matter how great you are today, you can be even greater tomorrow. The greatest never settle.
Three minutes remaining, perhaps, in the season of the Burlington EOG Sports team, as they are down by 10, 84-74. After scoring 30 points in the 3rd, Burlington EOG has been held to only 4 so far here in the 4th quarter, and 0 from beyond the arc.
And that is how potent itong team ng Davao Occidental Tigers. They can turn it up whenever they want to.
And they're having a hard time here right now. 5 on the shot clock. Natapik pa ni Celiz. They will have 3 to shoot with 2 and 39 to play.
If Burlington EOG Sports still have a problem finding their offense, Noel, mukhang mapapaaga mag-analyze ulit itong si Coach Brita.
Isang 3-pointer lang kailangan nila rito. But they won't do that. They'll go to Castro on the drive. So Castro able to cut it down to 8. 84-76, 2.5 to play.
James Castro still continuing to be aggressive, lalo na si Byron Villarreal, parang nawawala dito sa second half.
Here's Palencia asking for the Agovida pick. Palencia escapes, drops it over to Lalata, who will miss.
Wow, what a beautiful setup by Irvin Palencia. Kaya lang Chris Lalata, parang malamig pa rin.
Oh, Villarias transition 3 is good.
Kanina pa natin siya hinahanap and here I am, says Byron.
5 unanswered points suddenly para sa Burlington EOG Sports, and with 2:06 remaining, they're still in this one. Timeout called by Matt Makalintal, 84-79 Davao. And this timeout is brought to us by Astig Roasters. .206 to play. Suddenly, after being down by 10, it's just a 5-point lead ngayon. Ang hinahabol nitong Burlington EOG Sports against the Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life. Last 2 minutes na po tayo. Hatid sa atin ng TM Easy Surf 99.
5 quick points ng Burlington EOG. Kanina 4 pa lang nasa score nila the entire fourth quarter.
Yeah. They're still being outscored though by Davao. As Robles can't get it to go, nagkatapikan mo ulit ni Castro. And Wilson is gonna give up a foul. And we have a player down. John Nermal is holding on to his right foot. He might have stepped on someone.
Or the other way around.
Ano ba to? Pulikat ba ito or ankle injury? Let's see what happened here to John Nermal. As he went, okay. Yeah, that was a Tapilokski.
Yes.
Right there. So John Nermal may be lost for this game after that ankle injury. He has played well. He hit 4 3-pointers in this game.
Right, 12 points para dito kay John Nermal. Isa sa mga offensive weapons si Coach Britt in this game, along with James Castro and the resurgence of Byron Villarias, no?
Well, James Castro will get to the free throw line on the Wilson foul. Both teams over the limit. 1:39 remaining. This to cut it down to a single possession lead.
Right.
(84-79). Rolls in the first.
James Castro, that's his 15th point.
He scored 19 in their first outing.
Right.
The first meeting, rather.
Siya yung best player of the game doon.
15 and 8.
Yes, sa elimination meeting nila against the Davao Occidental Tigers.
It's down to a 1-possession lead. 7 unanswered points now for Burlington EOG Sports. 1.5 minutes to go. Palencia, babad na babad at that point guard position here in the fourth. Celiz looks up, 9 seconds to shoot. Celiz has it tapped from behind. Here comes Castro, and a steal by Palencia.
Great timing sa sundot ni Irvin Palencia there.
And Robles will slow it down, but they still have to score. They're only up by 3.
At sabi ni Wilson, ako na bahala.
Less than a minute to go, and it's taken away once again. Manguliano into the front court, and it's poked away again.
Wow.
2 opportunities for Burlington EOG, and they lost possession. A caging foul called here on Enoch Valdez, and everybody on their knees.
JP Maguliano winded. He should have looked for a card here.
Ayan na, doon nga si Valdez actually, but still dribbled into trouble. And again, Chris Lalata ginamitan naman ng mahabang braso that time.
That's right.
So Billy Ray Robles to send this into a 2-possession lead.
Robles 7 points pa lang dito sa ating laro. Oh, shooter's bounce.
Makes the sign of the cross after that. Somebody from his ancestors helped him on that one.
Dinaan sa pananalig.
Yeah. Now it's a 2-possession lead. Both teams have only one timeout remaining. Neither has a foul to give. Robles missed the second. Valdez for the rebound. Here's Valdez getting it over now to Villapando, who is fouled. So they know that Kenneth Villapando is not the most reliable free throw shooter on the floor. But Robles sacrifices himself in the process. Agovida will come back in.
First time for Kenneth Villapando dito sa free throw line in this game.
That's why they fouled Kenneth Villapando. Tingnan mo naman si Irvin Palencia.
Oh my. Nag-thank you.
And he can still make this a 1-possession lead.
And Irvin Palencia signaling for the drums to go off.
2 misses and Wilson gets it. And he has to be fouled with 37.7 remaining.
That was a big elbow coming from JP Maguliano.
So ito, sa dulo, it was the inexperience lang ng Burlington EOG that did them in here. They forced 2 turnovers. They got the job done on defense, pero they turned it over twice. Mere seconds after forcing the turnover.
And
Wilson,
aside from that, how they were held scoreless in the first half of the fourth quarter, Ang tagal na lal nun.
Ooh, Wilson with his first miss from the line.
Napapatili tong katabi ko dito.
I'm not sure if Burlington EOG will use their last timeout now if Wilson makes the second. He does not make the second. Buhay pa.
Yes.
Burlington EOG Sports. They need to get a quick basket. Valdez for 3. Tabingi.
Oh, he knows it. That's
and
way
the
off.
reverse. Wala. Palencia secures this again. And he will waste some time. Oh!
Review.
Yes.
Just to make sure, but I think we know kung kanino pupunta yung bola.
Yeah, it looks like Wilson touched it last. And this happened right in front of the camera.
Ay, andun pa rin pala yung...
Andun din si Villapando, but...
It could have gone...
No, but the thing is, did the ball change spin nung tinamaan ni Wilson? Ito kanya-kanyang version of Crokis, audible Crokis. Referees have to make sure that they maintain discipline here. Yeah, did Villapando touch it last? Did the ball spin off his fingers?
Right.
That's what the referees are going to look at. Kasi initially, it looks like John Wilson touched it last. Pero kung nagkaroon ng pektus yung bola palabas, malamang sa alamahang itong si Kenneth Villapando.
Sumabit sa kanyang mahahabang daliri.
Oo. That is the call. It was last touched by Kenneth Villapando.
Right.
If the ball changes spin, and you pointed it out, na mukhang nagbago nga yung spin.
Oo.
This call goes now to the way of Davao.
Sa angle natin, kala natin si Wilson lang.
Yeah, kasi pahataw yung kay Wilson.
Yes. And then, yun nga, nagbago ng spin.
Uh-oh. Villarias. Has fouled out of the game.
Right.
So team penalty pa rin ito. Kita Govida now. So Kita Govida off the bench had a spectacular third quarter.
Right. Oh, he makes the first. Yung free throw niya kanina after an end one play, hindi niya na-shoot.
Lead is up to 5.
At sabi mo, Anuel, eto na yung mga veterano. Walang kakaba-kaba.
Agovida makes both. And Brit Roma will burn his final timeout of regulation. So we will stay on the air for this one. 19.7 seconds to go. They shot spectacularly itong kupunan ng Burlington EOG Sports. They shot spectacularly through 3 quarters, going 13 of 31 from 3-point range. How many 3-pointers do they have here in the fourth? Just one.
Right.
They had 5 in the third when they scored 30. Pero ngayon, when the chips are down, only 1 3-pointer made. And that was by Byron Villarias, who is no longer with the team.
Yes.
As he has fouled out.
And that 3-pointer happened less than 3 minutes na lang, no?
Yeah.
Tapos itong, well, credit the defense of Davao Occidental Tigers, Coco Life, starting the fourth quarter. Talagang walang pinakitang daylight yung depensa nila dito sa Burlington EOG Sports.
And ito si Britre Roma may have a coaching experience advantage over Matt Macalintal, but in the end game, the players of Matt Macalintal have so much experience in closing out.
Right.
May Bonbon Custodio, Keith Agovida, Robby Celiz,
Yun, si Celiz.
John Wilson, 4 na former PBA players there. Irvin Palencia is the only non-PBA player in that group.
Keith Agovida, kaka-best player lang yan para sa Davao. Yung kumpiyansa ni Keith Agovida during the end game is very, very high.
Maguliano is fouled as he went up. Wilson. Number 4 on Wilson.
Right. Pero sa tingin niya, parang first foul pa lang niya, no?
We acknowledged 1 foul, that's a change. Parang sinasabi niya wala daw, but there was some body contact there.
Right.
The free throws have killed Burlington EOG in the end game. Boy, they had a perfect game plan.
Oo nga.
Minama lang sila no fourth quarter talaga. Agovida, they finally will call the foul with 9.2 seconds remaining.
Kasama na yung sa experience na yun eh.
Right.
Kung paano mo imamama yung mga kalaban mo, especially during the end game.
Enoch Valdez will join Byron Villarias on the bench and join John Herman as well, who injured himself.
As you said, Noel, the free throws have killed them. So far, 13 out of 22.
Yeah.
Ang free throws ng Burlington EOG Sports in this game.
Agovida missing the front end of 2. He just needs 1 to make it a 3-possession lead and book the second semifinal seat in the Filbasket Subic Championship presented by Coco Life. For the Davao Occidental Tigers, Coco Life. Final 5 seconds in this one. And Navarro will come up empty, and that is going to be with 0.5 of a second remaining. Ball para sa Davao, but it's academic at this point.
That's right.
(88-81), the Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life advance to the semifinals of the Filbasket Subic Championship presented by Coco Life. And they will await the winner of the series between the San Juan Knights Gopher Gold and Medical Depot, which happens a few minutes from now. So si Javi Palanya has joined us already here, and of course, malamang guys, yung mga sumali sa ating promo, ang ating hashtag GrabKitchen500. If you knew that Davao was gonna win, you already knew who the best player was as early as the first quarter.
Oo nga. Yun, clue na yun ha. Kaya lang, syempre entries kanina pang third quarter.
Yeah. So Javi Palanya has joined us now. Our Coco Life best player of the game as we confirm our final score. Lusot na po ang Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life into the semifinals 88-81 at the expense of the Burlington EOG Sports team. It is John Wilson who is our Coco Life best player of the game, and he is with Javi Palanya.
Thank you, Noel, and we are with our Coco Life best player of the game, John Wilson. John, isa na namang dikit na panalo, pero alam nga natin na before nung elimination round, tinalo kayo ng Burlington EOG. Meron, coming into this game ba, meron bang sort of revenge factor coming into this game sa inyo laban sa kanila?
Syempre, kailangan namin bumawi kasi nga parang hindi maganda yung talo namin last game kasi lamang kami through second half ng I think 10 or 12 points. So nakakambak sila, then yung mga lapses namin na end of the game, imbis na makaklose namin, nagpabaya kami sa depensa.
sobrang dami nyo nang close games, victories, tsaka pagkatalo. Gaano ka importante itong mga close games as an experience, as a team going into the semifinals?
Very important to kasi madadala namin to future games. Then yung mga ganitong dikit na laban, so makikarry away namin to sa mga susunod na laban namin.
Alright, thank you, John. Baka may mga gusto ka batiin?
Unang-una, nagpapasalamat ako kay Lord sa napakahirap na panalo. And then, binabati ko si Boss Governor Cloud Bautista, Congresswoman Claudine Bautista Lim, and Boss Tracker Lim, Boss Dinko Bautista, Ma'am Dabi Bautista, Ma'am Mimi, Ma'am Gina, and Pastor Ferdinand. Partner with Coco Life, Attorney Martin Luon, Joseph Ronquillo, Wengay Asnan, sponsor MSC Medalya Sports Clothing, Boss Glenn Medalya, Bisnok Manok, Malya Farm, Corban, Dumbor Party List, Chocobambam, Stay Cool, Stingray, Best Western Hotel, Room 508, Alaw Family, Siscar and Maldin Family, Mark ka ng Sinag Production. Siyempre, binabati ko nga pala ang ninong ko, si Johnny Nares, si Boss Russell Calianta ng Binangon Rizal, si Boss Alvin Torno, yung manager ko, si Boss Sherwin Bringas, Boss Cedric ng Abaca Sleepers, si Boss Ray Alaw, si Boss Jeremy Diaz, si Boss Mike Aldo ng Puma, at sa mga Puma family, Boss Almond Wilson, pinakagwapo kong trainer, Coach Aldo, Grindhouse, tatay ko nasa Eben na, nanay, tatay, mama ko, kapatid ko, May, Leia, Kuya Raul, Kuya Reso, John, Team Chrysler, lalo na sa wife po kay Donna, sa kids ko, si John Wilson Jr., si Ate Luciana, at mga biyanang hipag ko nasa New Zealand. God bless us, guys.
Sobrang dami. Again, congrats again, John Wilson and the Davao Occidental Tigers. Let's swing back over to Noel and Emma to wrap this baby up.
Tumayo na si Commissioner Jai eh. Tinuturo na niya yung clock. We're on the clock now for our second game. Once again, ang ating final score dito, 88-81. Davao is through to our semi-final round, and as we take a look at the bracket, sila na po ang unang nakalusot from this side of the draw. Right. Pero maya-maya po malalaman natin, can San Juan join them or will Medical Depot extend the series? So itong pagkakataon natin makaranas ng isa pang quarterfinal game will happen in just a few moments. At yung labanan nga po ng San Juan Knights go for gold, taking on Medical Depot with San Juan enjoying a twice-to-beat advantage. Join us in just a few moments. On behalf of Eman Cabiles, my name is Noel Zarate. See you for our second game of the quarterfinals of the Filbasket Subic Championship presented by Coco Life.